We are turning red this morning, episode 150th. It's just me and three other red pandas today in this episode, so lots of interesting conversation to be held. Tune in for this episode.
Welcome back to another episode of the Councilmen. This will be 150th episode, and today we got the usual. We got Albert, we got Kelvin, we got Ariq, we got Teguh, and yes, we forgot it was daylight saving in US. Because we just forgot about that.
Wait,
I
guys,
found
wait,
out
no.
I,
Oh,
I found out yesterday because of an advertisement from Adam Project because they're promoting their film while saying daylight savings. Turn forward your clock. Like, oh, cool. Thank you.
wait, hang on, I actually fell.
Ariq,
Oh, it actually fell. Oh.
Oh, I
no.
can't get up.
Okay.
But I guess, sorry about the whole confusion. I mean, honestly, daylight saving is just confusing times every time. If we were in the same
No,
time
I,
zone,
I,
that would have been nice. But we are not in the same time zone, so
Yeah, no,
it's
we're
hard.
in the
It's
other
hard
side of the world.
these guys are not affected by daylight savings.
Not at all.
My clock got affected. So when I set it up at 9:30 last night, as soon as the time changed, we were like, oh, okay, we're starting at 10:30, so I had to change it back. So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Sorry about that. Um. Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, like us outside of US, we don't know when daylight saving is. It's just like, oh, suddenly it's like, oh wait, is daylight saving? Oh damn. That's how it usually is. So yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, no, we keep forgetting exactly when daylight savings is, so we're never
I keep
prepared for it.
I keep
Nope.
forgetting the existence of it.
Yeah.
One day, we'll get it
Yeah, so it's
together.
like every
I keep
time there's a daylight saving, everyone's going to be like, "Where are these guys? They're like an hour late." Oh, and Albert's gone.
Yeah.
Albert has disappeared.
Albert
And
is
with
so
that,
bad.
the councilman.
Oh, think if we actually say it, we actually ended the stream.
But thank you, Fred Love Movies, for still being here. Yeah, Fred Love Movies. Yeah, thank you for
Yeah,
still
Fred
being
is
here.
still here. I can't see.
But
I
yeah,
turned red.
oh god. But yeah, today we got quite a few stuff to talk about. First of all, yeah, as usual, we got our weekly watchies. Then we are going to discuss about some trailers. There's the Deepwater trailer, the Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer, and then there is the Boys season 3 trailer, which only Albert and Arik knows anything about it because me and Teguh still hasn't watched it yet.
You boys.
And then of course we got some news as usual. Something to do with Deadpool, something bad as always with DC, and of course, the new, was it Disney or Pixar? Disney Pixar movie that came out this week, Turning Red.
Pixar.
We are going Pixar. There you go. Where we'll have the non-spoiler review for it if you haven't watched it, and a spoiler review for it. Just right after that, so we can share our full thoughts on it. So yeah, I guess that's about it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I guess should we start with our weekly watchies? Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah. I guess we should start with our weekly watchies. All right. I think Teguh and I can start today.
This is not a, this is just a continuation of the last episode.
This is basically a continuation of the last episodes where Albert and Arik were discussing about the Batman. Me and Teguh, it's finally out in Japan like 2 days ago, and we finally watched it.
All right.
Boy,
Yeah, go on.
the Batman. I love the I love the Batman. Yeah. I understand like people's criticism about the final act basically on how it feels a bit kind of like dragged out. I guess like oh wait, there's more kind of thing. But honestly, I don't mind it because the visuals still pretty damn cool with the whole flooding. Oh right, I forgot. Um. Oh yeah, spoiler.
Ouch. Okay, we've
Bring up
gone
Spoiler
that,
into
bring up
alert.
the
that, bring up
spoiler.
that thing. Spoiler.
Yes.
Spoiler
Alright.
alert. I'm just going to assume that everyone has watched anyone that care about that the Batman has watched it within that week.
Yeah, this is a spoiler warning in case you have not.
Yeah, but yeah. There is the whole like like oh the flood thing that happens at the end. You know what? I'm down with it just because it's just kind of like oh the Riddler got more up its sleeve. He's not done yet even though he got caught. So yeah, I'm okay with it. Yeah, pretty much that with the Batman. That intro, boy, that was like the intro for the Batman is just amazing. I don't know what else to say about it. It's like the cinematography in that, and then with the music, with the like, the visuals of like, oh, it's like they're doing crimes and they see the what's his name, the Batman signal thing out in the sky.
That's
Then you're
okay.
like, then they pan to the dark alley. Then all the criminals are like, oh no, I might get brutally beaten up today. Maybe not tonight. And then they stop doing what they're doing, I suppose. Yeah, that. Um, and then yeah, and then I think Teguh can agree on this as well as of everyone too. That the car chase scene, the Batmobile
Oh,
reveal, that was
so
that
good.
was
So good.
mwah, chef's kiss on all of those. Teguh, as a car guy, why don't you go ahead?
As
Talk
a
about
car, as a
that
car
that
people.
your the that scene. It seems like to be your favorite scene out of the whole
It is
movie.
by far my most favorite scene in the entire movie.
Really?
Like, okay,
Okay.
sure, the first act, like as Kelvin said, was really cool and really like portrayed how menacing Batman is. I did not care. That Batmobile reveal was so good. And like I was already getting hyped up for it because like before that reveal, like you can already see it like in the background in his workshop and all of that, and you can get like hints of what it might look like, and I was like, oh. And then when they revealed it, you hear the actual rumbling of a V10, and then
The sound is awesome. Yeah.
The
with the
sound, man.
you know, uncharacteristically quiet jet engine in the back, but I'm gonna let that slide because the V10 sounded so good.
I
And then
think they
like you
want
can
to
see
make the
that
V10 more
like
prominent.
Yeah.
that like slim that slim menacing halogen headlights. And then the fucking not necessarily the flames, but you can see the heat of the engine through the like what do you call that thing? It's not a carburetor, but the intake for the turbo. Like, oh, so good,
Dude,
so
not
good.
not
Best Batmobile by far. I don't care, right? I mean,
I
was it Kelvin or
disagree.
was it Ariq? Like, someone said that
You know nothing about
all
cars,
the
Albertan.
all the other
Well,
Batmobiles are
I'll chime in
definitely like
afterwards.
better.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they beat like in terms of capability and everything, they beat the current like this Batmobile easily. But I don't care. This is by far the most menacing, the most badass, and my favorite. And
And the best
yeah,
part, it's also the most feasible. Like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
like it can
Like
actually exist.
yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, what's the name? Yeah, all the like the Christian Bale one is like a tank, and then the previous one, it's like it's very stylized kind of thing. So with the tank and the stylized like very Batmobile kind of thing, it's like you know we don't have a reference for it on like in real life, I guess. But like this time we know it's a muscle car kind of thing. So the whole like engine sounds and everything, it just kind of like you know it's it's more. I mean, I've never seen one in
yeah,
real
and
life,
like
but
I don't like
it
the
seems more
rumbling.
relatable,
The
I guess.
rumbling of like a big engine is just so much more menacing than just a whine or like or the coiling sound of like a jet engine. It's just
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Just
Yeah.
That's why, if I may chime in, that's why I like this one a lot. But to me, like the Batmobile have to be something a little bit out of this world, and that's why like I love the older designs of like the Keaton 1989's Batmobile. So like this one is realistic and it's cool and all, but like design wise, I'm like, yeah, my Batmobile is like the classic this look Batmobile, So
Yeah. I can understand that, but
To be honest,
however,
I think I can
I do
explain why
like.
the three of us like it is because me and Teguh, we're car guys. We love cars and shit.
Yeah.
And Kelvin has mentioned before himself he loves classic muscle cars, which is
That's true.
what the Batmobile is right now. So that's
Yeah.
why we all like it.
I just love like classic muscle cars, and then that's what the Batmobile is. Boy, fell in
Yeah,
love with
boy.
it from the first reveal. Before
Yeah, for the first reveal,
from the first
Yeah,
reveal,
yeah.
I fell in love with it directly, kind of thing.
and all the way till the end with the jumping through
Yeah,
the fire. Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
Dude, even
so
like
good.
talking about the introduction of the Batmobile itself, it's like that whole introduction is so cool. Sure, the sound of the engine, but also the visuals of it. They pan to another
Yeah,
dark alley, and it's like, and just you hear the sound, and then it
yeah.
pans back to all the like criminals' face and like terror, like oh no, what is this?
Mm.
That whole scene, the whole introduction of the Batmobile is just it's just
And
so
yeah,
damn
I
good.
loved how they let me soak it in. Like instead of just like a quick I feel like most movies just be like do that, lights turn on, and then that's it, right? It starts like the car starts like charging towards them. But no, that was good like what 15 seconds maybe of just panning and showing off the car. Like they let like the audience soak it in. Oh,
Yeah.
by far my favorite bit. I think like I'm gonna say it now. What was it Albert? Say like someone like in the like he showed a post like someone in the theater like audibly moaned when Zoe Kravitz, was that her name,
yeah, that was on Twitter.
appeared.
Yeah, it's on
Like
Twitter. Yeah.
um to be fair, in my cinema I did hear a few people go ooh, like, but I had like no reaction. I saw the car and I was like squealing like a little baby. Like no no
Yeah.
no no.
I
I'm
had I had
sorry.
a
I'm
I had a
sorry.
bigger reaction on the car as well. Zoe
Yeah,
The
Kravitz.
car really
yeah,
sucked.
yeah. So do I. My sister was the one who said "ooh" when Zoe Kravitz appeared, but I was the one that went "oh" when the car appeared. Oh.
I the closest to like an audible voice making that I did was not none of those, but actually when Calvin was talking about the first scene of the film, I thought Calvin was referring to the Riddler, but I get that you're talking about the Batman bat signal because the
The
first scene
intro,
was
yeah.
the Riddler, and then literally the first scene after the POV shot, it's when the guy is on the cell phone and then Riddler just standing in
Yeah.
the shadows. That
Yeah.
is like
Yeah.
straight out of Halloween and horror. And I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So
You know,
To be fair,
on
that's
that
that
that's
point
scene
though,
is
Halloween.
really cool as well. Yeah.
I will admit, I was confused, and my friend who was with me, he was even more confused with that scene because I went into it knowing that the main villain would be the Riddler, right? My friend
Hmm.
did not know. He thought it was gonna be another Joker thing, right? But either way, I saw that scene, right? I was like, and then you just see him standing there in the background. I'm like, wait, is that the Riddler? It's supposed to be the Riddler, right? I did not recognize him, and then it's like, what's this ghetto ass look? And then I remembered, right? Like, Ariq and Kelvin were talking about how it's like year two Batman, so he's still like finding out, trying to be Batman, experimenting. I was like, so is this him with his like first ever like not necessarily a Batman, just like a vigilante kind of outfit? So is this like some shoddy ass Batman?
I mean, come on, man. Batman is not that. Batman is rich, all right. Year two Batman is still rich.
Yeah, but then he
He
took
doesn't
out
go
for
out.
like the carpet tucker, and then and like started hitting him in the head. I'm like, oh, okay, no, that's not Batman.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But my
that's
friend was confused. And I
I
was
do
like,
agree with Albert that the introduction of the Riddler is great. Yeah, with him just you know literally like soaking in Drax whole thing. Standing so still, he's invisible. Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, let's just try to go through it real quick, I guess, since Albert Epic already talked about it. What else is there? Okay, the Teguh, what's your thoughts on the Riddler?
I liked it. Um,
Same.
this is going to be this is going to go off tangent a bit more, but
Okay.
and this is Arik has explained this like four separate times already, but
Yeah, to different people, yeah.
to like yeah, four different people, but like so I think a lot of people, myself included, really liked what's the name? Robert Pattinson? Pattinson?
Robert Pattinson.
Pattinson
Pattinson.
or
Yeah,
Pattinson.
Pattinson?
yeah. What's his
Put
first name?
some
Just call
Robert
him
respect
Pattinson.
to
Pattinson.
Edward Cullen. Come on.
No, no, Albert.
Well, anyway, Pattinson as Batman, amazing. I really liked it, right? But as Wayne, it felt a bit weak to me, right? Now,
Okay.
Arik did explain that it's because it's year two
I
Batman
had
and
the
all
same
that, blah
argument.
blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, fine, I get that. But at that time, right, I felt like his acting as Wayne was a bit too weak. And but as an overall performance, like as the Riddler and like just portraying like the psychopathy and like the delusion and all of that, and like um how menacing he feels with the mask on, and how menacing he doesn't feel with the mask off. Like, I think whatever the actor's name is, I'll be honest, I don't know his name, but
Paul
did
Dano.
Paul Dano.
yeah, he did a really good job, and like as an overall performance, I actually kind of like his a bit more.
I
Um,
yeah yeah.
but
Paul Dano
yeah,
performance is really good as the Riddler. As yeah.
yeah.
What's his name? You know, got that geeky vibes with it, I guess, especially the glasses thing. And then
Mm-hmm.
at the end, it's like, "Hey guys," the whole social, the whole
Thanks for the subs. Going live tomorrow at 5 to play some Wordle.
yeah, yeah,
Wordle.
man.
Yeah,
It
that's what streamers play.
it would have been so perfect if you were to go out saying like, "Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe."
Follow me on Patreon for
Like,
exclusive content on how to make some
Oh,
bombs.
Wait, I want to go off tangent a bit. Like he's a streamer, right?
yeah.
God, playing Gartek's phone with him would be so annoying. He's just gonna keep typing riddles, and you're gonna have to like draw it. And you're like, what?
Well,
What is this? Who wrote this? What? You're just like, oh no,
But
just
yeah,
the thought of it.
yeah.
Okay.
Paul Dano, amazing as the Riddler. Though I do have to say, out of all the Riddle, the Elvata stuff, yeah, not my favorite. Yeah,
no.
it wouldn't be my
Um,
favorite because what I don't like about it is that there's too much interpretation of what can be the answer, and then the whole like, oh, URL is also an answer. That I
talking
didn't really
talking
like.
talking about which, you can actually go to
Yeah, dot, yeah,
rataalada.com, and there's
yeah,
like a bunch of cool Easter eggs there about like the riddlers and shit that you can download.
yeah. That I know.
Wow.
I didn't know that. For
I
me,
haven't checked it out though.
I'm on the same boat, but for me, it's not that I didn't like the riddle itself. I, apart from the car chase scene, I didn't like most of that act. I feel like because
Mm,
I mentioned it in a group chat, right? Like one of you guys asked me like, did I feel the 3 hours? And
I
for the most part, no. But in I don't know if it is the second act. I'm gonna call it the second act. But in that
Okay.
second act, I did feel the hours.
mm,
Like like I think I checked my watch like two or three times just to see, oh, like I was still paying attention. It's not like I felt bored, but it was
yeah,
like
yeah.
it made me stop being immersed long enough to start being conscious that right, I'm in a cinema. What time is it now? Um,
And
and
the
like
whole second act, I just really like the whole interaction, like dynamics between Batman and Gordon. So that's why
mm,
I
Yeah.
was just, I was really into it.
yeah, it's like I don't know. I like it was my least favorite part of the movie, but that doesn't mean I feel like it was unnecessary because I feel like the movie wouldn't have worked without that bit, that entire
Mm-mm.
section. But I still feel like I still will say that is my least favorite part.
Yeah, yeah, understandable, understandable. Uh, what else is there to talk about? All right, we haven't. Oh yeah. Oh wait. Right. To go talk about Batman and the Bruce Wayne stuff. Yeah. Like yeah, it's not my favorite Bruce Wayne, but with the context of year two Batman, I understand that. I understand the choice that you're going with, kind of thing, right?
I should mention,
Yeah.
just in case we haven't said it. I haven't said it directly yet. The context is, from what I read, is like this is Batman on his second year of, well, being Batman. He doesn't know how to balance himself between Bruce Wayne and Batman, so he's kind of just like he became like this weird edgy kid or something.
Yeah.
That's
Even
fair.
when he's
Although in the defense of Batman Begins, it was year one and he did it pretty well. So I was like, yeah, I sort of like that better. I sort of like
yeah,
that take better, but I understand the take.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
he's
that
too
one is more
immersed.
like
He's too serious in this
yeah,
one.
this one is too immersed to the whole Batman stuff. That's why.
Yeah,
He's just
you
obsessed with it. More too obsessed than immersed, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's the
obsessed.
reason why, like the more I'm thinking about it, the reason why I didn't really like his performance as Wayne is just because, as because if
Too
like
emo,
if he's not too emo. Well, okay, I
too
guess it is too
grunge.
emo because like there's not enough of a variety of like emotions and like situations that you see him in that you
Mhm.
can kind of see his full like acting capabilities.
Yeah, yeah. I can
It
I
just
understand
felt like
that.
he was
Yeah.
acting one emotion all the time, which I guess
Mm.
is canon, but from a perspective of like his acting performance, I that's why I kind of prefer the
Yeah.
Riddler more because he was a lot more vibrant, a lot more
Like
vivid.
I'm pretty sure though in like the next installment of this Batman series,
Hmm.
like Bruce Wayne is going to be have more personality than just emo,
Yeah,
you know.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Though like I'm the way I'm thinking like I don't know. I feel like it'll be kind of weird if you just go from one movie of like being whole emo and then the next movie he's just like, "Hey girl." you know.
No, you need progression at this point. They cannot
There,
do that.
yeah, there has to be progression. I feel like he might be that in like what's that name? Maybe in the third movie or something. But yeah, so yeah, that whole thing was really great. Um, of- yeah, but in overall, I just still love the whole Batman stuff. Right, we haven't touched on Catwoman yet. Yes,
Why would you want to
Catwoman.
touch Catwoman? You're so
I
weird.
mean,
Is
who
it
doesn't?
is this your favorite Catwoman over Anne Hathaway now?
I think he still
Here,
likes Anne Hathaway.
okay, here. Look, okay. Character wise, okay, I like Zoe Kravitz Catwoman more. However, I do like Anne Hathaway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like Anne Hathaway. Like, like if you're talking actresses,
Yeah. No,
kind of thing.
I
The way they
get what you
look.
mean. You like
I
you like
yeah, but Catwoman wise, I do like Zoe Kravitz Catwoman a lot more because yeah, I think one of you said it in the review last week about that this Catwoman is more independent. She got her own motivation. She's kind of thing, she's not just tagging along with Batman, I guess, kind of thing. Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah,
Hmm.
that I really like about this Catwoman because that's how Catwoman's supposed to be. She's just she's not just tagging along.
I'll say this. Overthinking it, and after I rewatch The Dark Knight Rises this past week, I think Michelle Pfeiffer played the best Catwoman. Like as a
Mm,
Catwoman, I think Michelle Pfeiffer plays it one of the best ones. And Hathaway plays Selena Kyle really well. Her Catwoman is not that good. It's
hmm
very just bland. I think Zoe Kravitz played a perfect blend of the both of them, and I think the most comic accurate to the both of them as well, of both Selena and Catwoman. And then Halle Berry is there.
Just
Is there?
Is there?
We don't
Is
talk
this,
about
this,
Halle
there?
Berry.
this is just similar to the whole Spider-Man thing. Like was it people say Tobey Maguire played the best Spider-Man, Andrew played the best Peter Parker, and Tom Holland is like best of both
It's the
worlds.
other way
This is the same
around,
thing.
but yes.
Oh, is it the other way around? Oh yeah. Well, I
And
forgot already.
Andrew is Spider and Toby's Peter.
Yeah, there you go. Well, yeah, whatever. It's on the Spider-Man thing this week. Oh
It is my shirt.
yeah, right. But yeah,
Spider-Man.
so yeah, Catwoman. I think this Zoe Kravitz Catwoman is just really great. No, she played the whole. Yeah, again, I think one of you said the whole femme fatale vibe really well.
Mm.
Yeah. Uh, what else is there? Wait, Teguh. How about you? What's your thoughts on Catwoman?
I'm on the same boat as you, I think. Like in terms of like performance and like who did a better job and all of that, this Zoe Kravitz's Catwoman I like a lot more, but I cannot deny the fact that I do like looks wise I prefer Anne Hathaway, but I must agree with Fred. The Catwoman aspect was a bit boring.
Oh,
Yeah, Fred chime in here. Anne Hathaway's Catwoman is boring. Yeah, that I can understand.
But
Yeah,
but that's just like, looks
yeah.
preference. So, but overall, yes, yeah, no. Zoe Kravitz did a much better job of like
Mhm.
I don't remember the other two Catwomans. I don't think I might have seen Halle Berry's Catwoman, but I don't think
I
I've
know
seen
I've seen Hillberry's one, and I
the other
have.
one. So I
I
don't
tried
Not
to
have
not
erase it
much
from
else
my
to say.
memory.
not only did I watch Haleberry's one, no, I played the game as well.
There is a game.
There was a game that I played. Yes.
yeah, at the
Damn.
time it wasn't weird. There's usually games for these kind of movies.
Yeah, I know that's true. But yeah, so yeah,
Cool.
I should rewatch the one with Michelle Five Pfeiffer.
Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
Batman
Yeah, I should
Returns. Yeah.
rewatch that one. Yeah. Okay. What else is there in the Batman that we should be talking about? Yeah,
I mean, there are
dynamic
a lot of
between
stuff. It's a
Batman
3 hour
and the
film.
Gordon is really good. Yeah, I know it's a lot of stuff. Um, Here, I do like the fact that in this one, Batman makes a lot of mistakes. With the whole El Vata thing. He made mistakes on that one. Gotta
Hmm.
appreciate the penguin model as well. And then the whole, like, come on, it's Batman and is knocking on the front door of Penguin's
No,
club.
I like that bit where he
It's
just
like,
walks into the club through the
it's just like
front bloody
he
door.
not only that, he knocks first, like, like a good boy. Knocks first. I like to see
Gets
the penguin.
rejected, gets
Yeah,
rejected, and then comes back.
yeah, I like this Batman, and then also the when he's running away from the police station, and he just kind of like when he's. I like the fact that it becomes a wingsuit instead of him just gliding with his cape because
Oh, yeah,
it
because
shows that he
yeah,
hasn't
like I
developed
mentioned
that
it,
yet.
like yeah,
Yeah,
like he always glides with his like cape, which is cool and all, but
cape.
it's always
Yeah,
been kind of weird. But then he becomes a wingsuit, and like, oh, okay, that's actually
yeah.
you, and it also like makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Wingsuit.
And like, so that's cool. And then the best part is that he completely failed on the landing and just like
No, that's it.
rolls like how many meters away.
He hit the trash bin. He's like, just
Yeah,
walks
and then
off like, ah,
he stands up like, all right, time to limp back to the Batcave.
to the bat cave. Ah,
Oh, come on. So yeah, I do love the fact that this Batman, yeah, again, year two, makes a lot of mistakes, kind of thing. Yeah.
struggling.
Um. Yeah. Right. Also, I agree. I think there should be more Alfred scenes, because the whole
No, that's the
hospital
weakest. That's
scene.
one of the weakest part of the film.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the thing is like they're basically like replacing the Alfred stuff with the Gordon stuff. That's
Because
kind
they're
of
doing
thing.
more detective. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
Because
yeah,
like
but the few Alfred scenes we got, the one in the hospital especially, that's really good.
it's good.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Uh, what else is there? All right, yeah, I think one of you guys mentioned as well that Gotham in this one has really got a personality. Yep,
Mhm.
really.
Albert said that.
This
Yeah.
this yeah, this is one of my favorite iteration
Because
of
Gotham and
Gotham.
Dark Knight series is just Chicago. It literally is. I go
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Chicago and I see some guys in clown makeup every time. It's nothing new.
Yeah, and
I
then
don't know. I'm probably gonna get a lot of flack for this, but I
Yeah.
was trying to like understand what you guys meant by that. Like Gotham had a lot more personality. I honestly didn't really get it. Like, what do you guys mean? I didn't
It's
really feel.
it's Gotham is like a very lived in unique city of its own. In that vibe. Like obviously the most stylistic Gotham is I still think the Burton stuff is the most stylistic and whimsical. And like of course the animated series is like my ideal Gotham, which is like it's like
Gothic,
filled with
I
like
guess.
50s 60s architecture but like high tech in a
Mhm.
way, modern. That's like my ideal Gotham from the animated show, and this is the closest thing to that in live action compared to
Yeah,
just which is just a regular city in the Dark Knight.
Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
It's like
Basically that.
the city doesn't like in my opinion at least, maybe lack of lack of knowledge, is it doesn't look like any other typical American city. It doesn't look
Yeah.
like New York. It doesn't look like
I think it
Chicago.
was filmed in Britain. I think, but yeah,
And because for me, looking back, yeah, it didn't feel like they were just shooting it in Chicago or just shooting it in New York,
no, yeah.
but it didn't
Yeah.
feel particularly special either for me. Like honestly speaking, but
Like what matters to me is that, like, it just doesn't feel like kind of like an existing city. I guess it's still got
Yeah.
style,
mm,
a bit more style to it. Unlike, again, the Dark Knight one, which is just
City at night.
Chicago, I guess. Yeah,
Chicago at
city at
night.
night. Chicago at night. Yeah.
Yeah, Chicago. I mean Chicago.
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 Also, well, let me. Can I just address this? Fred, when we said it seems like everyone here, but Albert
Yeah.
really loved this film. Then I like the film. Don't get me wrong. I still think The Dark Knight is better. My
Mhm.
complaints are really. I love a majority of it. My biggest complaint is really just I felt the runtime, and I thought the third act stretched a bit because there are so much going on. I'm not sure what you could have cut. I think you could have cut some stuff with the Riddler in the middle act, I think, to increase the pacing, because you really need to recap everything in the end because they set up a lot. And it's not like it's necessary. I don't want them to cut the end stuff. It just makes me as a viewer kind of exhausted because of the 3 hour and how intense the film has been throughout the whole time. So it's like, as a watcher, I'm like, ooh, this is exhausting. They're still going. And like another thing that I thought of over the past week is like they add some Joker stuff in the end, which I get that's like
That
for
was a
world
shoehorn.
building, but they could have just cut it. And if they want to establish Joker instead, they could have just make it in the opening of the film. One of the thugs just used like a Joker makeup or whatever, showing like a Joker follower that establish Joker directly. You can cut the whole dialogue with the Riddler and the Joker and save some runtime. So
Yeah.
it's just like one thing that I maybe would have done instead if you want to just establish world building.
Yeah, I
I
agree
will
with the
mention.
Joker thing. It's kind of a shoehorn kind of thing, just to show,
Mm.
oh, there's a Joker here. Yeah, what was
Mhm.
it, good?
No, I will mention though. You know that scene where they captured the Riddler and they pan and they show the coffee mug with the question mark on it?
Hmm.
I
Mhm.
thought that was the end of the movie.
Yeah, man, like he
Right.
cut.
Yeah, I
Right.
thought that was the end of the movie, right?
That
And
is
then,
the
and then they
beginning
kept
of the
going. I was
third
like, oh
act.
wait, there's more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't feel tired. Hooray for binge watching anime. I have been trained for this. But I didn't feel tired, but I did think at multiple points. It wasn't just that. Like there was another point as well where I thought, okay, this is probably the end of the movie. But then no. I thought that like 2 or 3 times until it finally ended. I was like, oh okay.
Yeah, no, that the whole thing of like, oh, it's ending soon. That didn't cross my mind. I wanted more.
Oh, I wanted more.
No, but the whole like the whole flood and stuff, that kind of like gives this Batman the realization that maybe fear isn't such a good thing, kind of thing. That's then he wants to change the Batman's image to not just fear and vengeance, to more of a, like, giving hope to Gotham. So it
Yeah, I like
completes
that.
it develops the Batman itself. You know. So yeah, that's good. Yeah. Uh. Yeah. I guess pretty much that. Yeah. Phantom Beast says, I will need time before rewatching it, so I get what you mean. Hmm? Yeah. All right. Yeah. When the Joker thing appears, I honestly thought that was Two-Face at first. Yeah.
That did cross my mind as well.
Yeah.
The
I
Penguin's
mean,
cool
yeah.
too. You guys haven't mentioned it, but yeah.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. The Penguin's cool. Colin Farrell. If we didn't know that was Colin Farrell, we wouldn't have known that was Colin Farrell.
Oh, he
So
didn't
yeah.
look like Colin
I
Farrell. He
was
didn't sound like Colin Farrell. He just-
I was on a show the other day talking about ranking all the Batman films, and I mistakenly said Colin Firth instead of Colin Farrell, and they made fun of me. And I was like, "Hey, under that makeup, it could have been Colin Firth. Who knows?" So,
Could
that's
be
true.
anyone. It could be anyone.
Yeah. Uh. Yeah.
yeah.
Basically, this Batman really sets up like the whole. Like this. That means in the next sequel, Penguin is going to try to take the whole the undercity
I think that's gonna
power,
be
I guess.
the show. I think that's gonna be the show because
Yeah.
they already confirmed there's gonna be a Penguin show and an
Yeah.
Arkham Asylum show. I think is the other one.
Yeah. Though here's the thing though, I wasn't expecting Joker to be there just because like I feel like having if Joker wrote to appear, it will be like at the trilogy, I guess, at the final movie kind of thing. That's what I was thinking. Since he's like the most famous one, I thought they would want to bring no because they started off with Riddler. I thought they would want to bring a more like famous but not that famous one. So Two-Face, perfect one.
I
Kind of.
I mean, we already saw Two-Face, so I would rather see something new, because there's like so many rogues gallery. I heard
Yeah,
they're
I
gonna do.
know.
I heard they're gonna do Court of Owls for the sequel, which could be really cool and make sense with the whole storyline of because Court of Owls, in case you guys don't know, it's like it revealed that this whole time Gotham has been ruled by this underground court in a way
Yeah.
called the Court of Owls. Everything is like basically how Carmine Falcone is controlling everything in this film.
Yeah.
Turns out there is someone even bigger, and it's the Court of Owls, just like an
Yeah.
Illuminati kind of thing, I guess. So if it's revealed that the Court of Owls is in the next film, they'll be like, oh wow, even it.
It
I
makes a
don't know,
lot of sense with that whole team though.
It
Yeah.
makes sense, but now I'm concerned because the way Albert just described it to me, at least, I don't know. It feels like then the big reveal that like there's like an entity ruling over everything again is too similar to the first movie. I'm just afraid that I might get tired of it, or the
repetitive.
general audience might get tired of it,
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
because it's basically the same thing again, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. I mean, in the comics and the games footage you've seen, Court of Owls looks really damn cool.
They could
I think-
they could do Hush, which would be really good. Plus they already established Riddler, and Hush is a big part of Riddler.
Yeah.
The only other villain I know is
What, Mr. Freeze?
oh
I
right.
wonder which will
Albert.
break first. You're back. You're
No, I was
still
thinking of
recording.
what's his name? Scarecrow?
Oh, Scarecrow.
He was in the Batman Begins. Yeah.
He's in 3 films already. He's good enough.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
he's in three, yeah.
No, dude, I read in one of the comments that remember at the end when Batman was like beaten up and like he, inject himself with adrenaline.
Mm-hmm.
Some people thought that was Venom, Bane's, what's it name? Liquid, to make him strong.
No.
Some people thought it
Didn't
was
even
the
thought of that.
Venom. I was like,
Yeah.
wait, what? That didn't even cross my mind, but that is dumb.
That's pretty dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not far fetched, but yeah, it's.
It's not far fetched, but come on, no.
It's like
Uh,
that
Batman
Batman EpiPen. It's just like nope, that's Venom.
Batman movie slow. 30 minutes still talking about Batman.
They gotta,
I
gotta
mean-
make up for it for Kelvin and Teguh. They didn't.
To
get a
be
chance.
fair, I picked the
3-hour
Batman.
movie.
I picked the Batman. I didn't get to talk about Batman. I want to talk about the Batman.
It's a 3-hour long movie, and Kelvin is the biggest Batman fan. So obviously, he has a lot to
Yeah.
say.
Yes.
I mean, I'm about done with what I wanted to say, but yeah.
Yeah.
Ima-
I mean,
Imagine if we all watched it at the same week. Then that last episode will
Mm.
go on for like almost 3 hours. Teguh
I
would
And
be
most of our
saying-
thoughts, are.
I'd
pretty
be like
similar,
asleep
so
on my
it's
desk,
really
like right here.
Yeah.
You only see my forehead.
but yeah, you know what? I think we talk about it. We talk enough Batman.
Here.
Oh,
we should-
before we wrap before if you guys want to wrap the Batman talk, I just want to show this.
Okay.
What's it called? I opened the website, the El Rada Rada, whatever
Mhm,
that thing
go,
is,
go on.
and this is what I found for the pictures, and I just want to show you guys. So it's basically spoiler alert. So for the video watchers, it's basically just the clues that Riddler left. So they upload it, and it when you open the website, it automatically downloads for you. So like all the photos
That
from
looks
the
really cool.
Riddler stuff is like there.
Oh
Hmm.
damn!
So yeah,
Like,
pretty much.
Used it like, what is it in the movies kind of shit.
All
then.
right.
That's-
I was gonna say if they were to cut out anything, it's probably I would much prefer if they were to cut out the whole Falcone Thomas Wayne stuff. Which
See, I like that stuff. I like the Falcone stuff. I think Falcone stuff is one of the strongest part. It's very.
Falcone is
I
a
think John
strong
Turturro
part,
is
but-
great.
I don't know. I just kind of like. Oh, I don't know. I don't really care that much about that one. But yeah, you know what? Let's wrap up the Batman talk and go to other movies that we watched this week.
Well, real quick, how disappointed are you that this scene didn't happen? The iconic motorcycle scene that never happened.
I was pretty disappointed. I was pretty
It was
disappointed.
like
not
literally
gonna
the
lie.
I was
frame of the
very
film.
disappointed. Like, and it's like it's not even. I wouldn't have been disappointed if they at least showed that scene, like from that camera angle, but they didn't even have that camera angle
Yeah,
at all.
they didn't have that camera angle as
It was
well.
like
Yeah,
a
It
it
was
was
high-
like
like,
it was a
taken
high
from
angle.
above.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they changed the camera angle completely. I'm like, what? No.
yeah,
Where is
I think the
it?
reason I think the reason why is because that they're like, you know what, let's just
yeah,
cut
because
this
of
all
that.
out. Just cut it
But
all out. Put drones.
but yeah, let's talk about other movies that we watched this week. Wait, Teguh, did you watch anything else this week other
Actually,
than
yeah.
Turning Vet and the Batman?
Yeah.
Let's just quickly go through it. We don't have
I'll
to
quickly
talk about
gloss
it
over
at
it.
once.
I watched two things: Lone Survivor and
Ooh,
13
not Gerard
Hours.
Butler. Ooh,
Yeah,
also
to go
not
Yeah.
talk
Gerard
to me
Butler.
about Lone Survivor, yeah.
Okay.
Lone Survivor
Alright.
is Wahlberg.
Yeah.
13 Hours
Yeah.
was I don't remember what
Screw
13 Hours was.
Wahlberg.
What's his
John
name?
John Krasinski,
Yeah,
Michael Bay,
Krasinski.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that's
13
one of the
hours.
best Michael Bay films, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, I didn't even
I
realize
have
it was Michael Bay until after I watched it. Like, wait, that was Michael Bay?
Were they not
yeah,
enough
I have
explosions?
watched it, yeah, it's actually cool.
It's really
They-
good. It didn't feel like all explosions not nonsense. You know, it actually had an okay like the performances. I mean, as action movies go, right? It was really good. The story
Mhm.
was quite good. I don't know. I really enjoyed it, and like yeah. I'm just quickly glossing over it. And then as for Lone Survivor, see now I know it's supposed to be based on a true story, but they somehow made it really boring.
oh.
I I just didn't really like it. And usually I know it's Mark Wahlberg, but so it's not you're not supposed to expect like A class, but I usually enjoy Mark Wahlberg stuff.
What?
Yeah, you know I enjoy it, right?
Is this Peter Berg? Did he direct this?
I don't know, but I usually
He
enjoy
did.
Mark
Okay.
Wahlberg stuff.
Yeah,
But
it's
this
Peter
one I
Berg.
just did not enjoy. I really didn't care about the characters. Just felt boring.
Because it's Wahlberg.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
more
say
than
that,
usual.
but then
More
I
than
checked the
usual.
movie's ratings. It's actually very good on Rotten Tomatoes and
Yeah, I don't
IMDb.
get that.
It's like it's
What is it
7.5 on
about?
IMDb. Lone
Is it like a
Survivor.
guy stranded in the wilderness or something?
Not
That's,
a
No.
guy,
that's what I always
a
thought.
team of U.S. soldiers were supposed to like conduct a
Failed special
survey on
forces reconnaissance
Taliban's.
mission.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
Based
but
on a
it's a
real
everything
war
went
movie.
story.
wrong. Yeah, it's a war
Okay.
movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gotcha.
took
Yep.
my ticket.
Yeah, Peter Berg is
Alright.
hit or miss for me. So.
Fatlum
That
over
was a
here in the
miss for
chat
me.
saying 13 hours
13
is
hours.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it is
13
Highly
good.
hours is really good.
recommend.
Funny enough, the ghost
Uh,
already played that in
Yeah,
Call of
yeah,
Duty.
check it out.
Yeah, and I remember. Oh, I remember this. I remember playing this scene in Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's inspired by 13 hours.
Alright.
I died a lot of times.
Yeah.
Uh,
Outside of the Batman and Turning Red that I watched this week, I also watched Ratcliffe movie, Escape from Pretoria.
Oh, I've heard
Yeah,
of that.
what's that?
yeah, man. We were going to watch that in our little getaway, and then turns out the mirroring doesn't work.
All right.
It's basically I think it's based on a true story, basically about the real story about this people escaping prison in South Africa, I think something like that. Yeah. Um it's aight. It's aight, not the best, not the worst. They spend too much time. I feel like they should they should explore more on why they're caught. It's literally just like 5 to 10 minutes of like, hey, we are doing this, and then they got caught, and then it's just the rest of the movie is just them trying to bust out, which is kind of interesting, kind of tense, but yeah, it's just kinda.
What is
Imagine
it
that,
called again?
Albert. Look, Harry Potter became a prisoner of Azkaban. That's what the
Damn.
movie
Yeah,
is.
Escape
Well,
from Pretoria, basically that.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
2020 film. Gotcha.
yeah. So yeah, it's just that.
Yeah.
Okay, how about
Oh,
Ariq Teguh? Let's
I've never
quickly
heard of
gloss
this.
over what you watched this
Teguh,
week.
Oh,
Teguh
I don't
has-
want to
Teguh has-
quickly
Teguh
gloss
has-
over. I want the good
I
to stay
really
up
did
all
gloss
late.
over mine.
Oh no, I mean Albert Ariq. God damn.
Wait, Ariq, real quick, guess what? Ian
What?
Hart, who plays Professor Quirrell, is in Escape from Pretoria.
Oh, god damn. God damn.
Alright.
What did I watch? I watched two movies. All right. Oh, but Katie Lynch isn't here because I think she's the one who really likes it. I watched small women. No, it's not small women. It's Little Women.
Minuscule.
I finally watched Little Women, and you
Which
just
version?
the right one.
2019.
2019. Yeah, what it is? Yeah, 2019. There's what Florence Pugh, Emma Watson. Forgot there's that lady from
Saoirse
Jurassic Park.
Ronan.
Saoirse
Yeah, Saoirse
Ronan.
Ronan. Yeah. Okay. So
Liza
okay, that's the
Scanlon.
right one. Okay, I watched that one. Yeah. I thought the movie, like, to be honest, Albert, I don't know. It's like, no, the movie was definitely extremely good. I can understand why you guys like it and everything. I understand why it was nominated, for Oscars. But the thing about
Yeah.
the movie is that, like, as good as it is, I can't find a topic to talk about it. It's not like I was like, oh, that scene was so cool. I'm just like, yeah, no, it's just a good.
It's just overall good.
It's a
It's just a
nice
good
feel
movie.
good film. But
Feel
I wasn't
good.
sure. I wasn't sure if it was an Ariq movie. I wasn't sure if it was.
To be honest, it definitely wasn't a
It
my
wasn't an
movie,
Ariq
but no, I still acknowledge it's a good film. Yet, and I don't know about the feel
Yeah.
good part. I didn't feel good when Beth died. Okay, it's not good, Albert. That's sad.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is tragic, Albert.
it is
That
very
does
it's
not
very
feel
sad.
good.
No, you know what? Talking about good scenes. That scene when there is like two moments because like Saoirse Ronan's character Joe when she looked in the
Oh,
bed
yeah.
and then Beth is still there, and when you thought
Uh.
she's about to go and then she's still there and it's like such a heartwarming moment, and then the next scene is
Yeah.
like the exact same
The next
frame.
scene- oh,
but when you
yeah,
look,
that's what I
there's
meant.
no-
Yeah,
and I was like,
that's
oh,
tragic, Albert. That
that's-
was like,
yeah.
that
that's so well
hurts.
done.
Oh, that hurts
Yeah.
right here. Oh, and second movie. I did watch another movie very quickly. What was it? All right, yeah, The Adam Project. Yeah, I watched that.
Oh, you
after
watched
I
that
that
one,
one? Yeah.
Turning Red.
Damn. All right.
Yeah. Oh, look, Fred Love Movies. Apparently, he also discussed that. Yeah,
Yeah.
he saw Turning Red and he saw Adam Project, and yeah, Adam Project's actually pretty good. I find it more enjoyable than
Red
what was his
Notice?
latest movies? Free
Red
Guy
Free Guy?
and Red Notice. Yeah, I find it
More
better
than
than
Free
both
Guy.
of them.
More than
Yeah.
Free Guy. Damn. All
Yeah,
right.
I personally find it more enjoyable than Free Guy. It was
Hmm.
pretty cool and all. Good action scenes, okay story.
Alright,
He's
alright,
pretty
alright.
funny. Yeah,
I mean, it's Ryan
Yeah,
Reynolds. He's
Shawn
playing
Levy,
himself,
right?
isn't he?
Yeah.
he's playing himself. Yeah, but
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I
it's
wanted
overall
to
good,
watch
yeah.
it the other day. I didn't have time to, but yeah, I'll watch
Same.
it later today.
I was going to watch it before watching Turning Red, but then I was doing something else. There wasn't enough time.
Fair enough,
Daylight
yeah.
saving that make me lose 1 hour. So
Yeah,
I had to-
also yeah.
Alright,
At
alright.
least the movie is not very long. It's like 1.5 hours.
It's quite fast, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not
Oh,
very
it's
long.
1.5. Okay, damn.
Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that. Short and turning red.
Alright, yeah. How about you, Bird?
Okay, I'll keep mine short. I watch a bunch of stuff, including I rewatch a lot of the Batman stuff, but we talk about Batman a lot. I watch The Dark Knight and Batman 66, but we've talked about in the several shows in the past. So I want to bring up a show that I don't think we've talked about, a film that we
Okay.
can talk about. It's a rewatch. I rewatched True Grit, the Coen Brothers remake, 2010. It's based on it was based on the original Western 1960s, right? By John Wayne, that
Okay.
was like
Yeah.
famous. But I've never watched the original one. But this one is so damn good. I forgot how good it is. I watched it a while ago, the first time around, and I hate westerns. Westerns are not my thing. I think they're boring. I think they're slow burn. Which I don't really like slow burn films that much. And like a lot of western just doesn't get me at all. This one, just the story and the script by the Coen brothers are really, really tight. And the music by Carter Burwell is beautiful. One of the best music I ever heard for Western. And that's saying a lot because a lot of Western have usually good music. The cinematography is great. And it just sucks me in. Since the start, the story sucks me in. Jeff Bridges, probably one of his best performances that I've ever seen him in this as the lead. Matt Damon is in that, and he's pretty good. Josh Brolin plays the villain, and he plays it pretty well. Standout performance, Haley Steinfeld. This is her debut
course.
film. This is her. Okay,
Yeah,
listen, if you have
just
seen this
Googled.
film, this is her debut. It's crazy that this is her debut film. She's only 13, and she plays a character that's beyond her age, and she have to stand up against Jeff Bridges, who is like already in his peak of his powers, literally. It's wild. The fact that she didn't win the Oscar is still upsetting. Because I think she outperforms, especially at 13 years old. But yeah, no, this whole film as a standalone Western, this is one of the few that I genuinely like because of how the story was told. and the runtime, even though it still is a long film, the runtime feels fast, unlike most westerns, which are like still slow burns. So I appreciate that. So I highly recommend if you want to seek out westerns. This is probably pretty accessible.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think I'm good. I'm just gonna stick with one film for this.
Yeah, alright, there you go. This is by far our longest weekly watches, mostly because of the Batman talk. Yeah, alright, yeah, so we should move on, I suppose, to the next topic we got. Which is we're going to talk about some trailers that drop. Yeah,
Yeah, boy.
let's talk about the one with the Ben Affleck, the former Batman, or should I call him Batfleck? The Deep Water trailer that dropped, a few days ago, I think. Yeah, Deep Water trailer. We all watched it. I am confused. And as Avik said, 80% of the trailer is just Ana de Armas making out and taking her clothes off.
That's all you had to say.
That's all you have to say. That's all you have to say. So yeah, honestly, it looks like a murder thriller. That's about it. Not so. Yeah, that's about it. I don't know. I'm not particularly excited that much about it outside of watching Ana de Armas being nice. Abik, as an Ana de Armas fan, what do you think?
Well, I did say 80% of it was that, but the other 20% is just Ben Affleck getting cuckolded by Ana de Armas. So I don't know how to feel.
Man, yeah, that is true. That is true.
I am not an NTR kind of person, but I don't even know what it's about actually. Is it a murder mystery?
I mean, it looks
only
like it.
seemed it only seemed like
I
that
remember
near
it
the
said
end of the
like
trailer.
psychological thriller and like I
Yeah,
remember
it's an
Googling,
erotic
Googling
psychological
it.
thriller.
Yeah, erotic psychological thriller. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Dude, this is
psychological part
okay.
is the
Let's
couple.
just address the elephant in the room. This is literally
Okay.
like Gone Girl again.
I've
Pretty
never
much,
watched
I
This is
Gone
love seeing
Girl.
Gone
literally
Girl, so
as simple as just say,
Never watched
I
Gone Girl.
got
Yeah,
Gone Girl vibe from Deep Water. Pretty much
it's
that.
the same director, is it not?
Gone Girl is literally Ben. I mean, Ben Affleck plays in Gone Girl as the
Mhm.
husband who is stuck in this abusive, abusive kind of relationship.
Dysfunctional.
Dysfunctional. Yeah, that's better. That's a better word.
Yeah.
A very dysfunctional relationship with his wife, and this is literally the same thing. Like it seems like he's stuck in this very dysfunctional relationship with Ana de Armas' character, who is like mystery to her, which is the same as Rosamund Pike in Gone Girl. So it's like, interesting choice of film again, Ben Affleck.
I mean, he knows what he's doing in this time. Yeah.
Also, he dated Ana de Armas during the filming of this, even though they broke up. Yeah,
oh really?
Dude, Ben
I mean,
Affleck got all the.
I mean, Ben Affleck is now with J Lo, so
Yeah, but still though, it's like,
yeah.
man, Ben Affleck got game. You know.
It's for immersion, dude. For for their shooting,
Probably,
He's got dedication.
he is
he got
dedicated.
dedication for real. But yeah, what do you think, Teguh? You don't.
I don't really have much of an opinion on this. I mean, it seems intriguing, but I'm not particularly excited about it, if I'm being honest. Yeah, no, I mean,
If it's anything as good as Gone Girl, this will be a very intriguing film. But I don't know if it
Yeah.
could, especially
I haven't seen
this-
Gone
this-
Girl, right? So I don't have a point of reference.
You should check it out. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
you would like it.
Yeah,
You like
neither
that
have I,
kind of
so-
thrillers.
Gone Girl is really good. Gone Girl is really good.
I'm not sure. I
Yeah.
might, if I have time, I'll watch Gone Girl, and then we'll see if my opinion on that changes. Or if my opinion on Deep Water changes after I've seen Gone Girl.
Though here's
So-
the thing, Gone Girl is pretty damn high standards.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I just checked the ratings, like 80% until now.
Yeah, it's pretty damn high standards for if it were to
Yeah,
reach that.
multiple
Oh, it's on
Oscar
Netflix.
wins.
I can watch it.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
So I checked this guy's filmography. Adrian Lin. I don't know how to say the last name. Sorry. The director. He haven't directed anything since 2002.
Wow.
He was
What is
active.
that?
He was active in the 80s and the 90s. His most famous
That's a
film, I think, is
20-year
Fatal.
gap.
Yeah. His last film was Unfaithful, starring Richard Gere and Diane Lane. I've never seen it. The one that I've heard from all of his filmography is Indecent Proposal, which is another erotic drama. I've heard about that one. I don't know what it is, but I've heard about it. Lolita, I've heard about it as well. I don't know what it is, but I've heard about it. I've heard Jacob's Ladder. I've heard about Flashdance, but I've never seen it. So yeah.
Yeah, I heard about Flashdance. I guess he does a lot of erotic stuff.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfaithful is a
Yeah.
erotic trailer. I think Lolita is based on a book that is also like sexually very theme heavily.
Yeah.
Innocent Proposal.
Flashdance has something to do with, boss and lover, I think he just do a lot of erotic stuff. Yeah. So, yeah. That's I don't know. Do you guys have any other thoughts on Deepwater? How about in the chat? I guess if you guys have watched the trailer, I guess no, nothing else on Deepwater.
No.
Do you think all the murders will take place in water?
No.
No. I mean, we
We
already
didn't
saw
see
a
deep
car
water.
rolling
We
down
saw
a hill.
pool.
Yeah, I know, but what if we already saw someone, I think maybe drown in a pool. What if all the killings are just in different bodies of water? So there's the pool,
Wait, in
then maybe the
Gone
next one is
Girl,
in
an
the
actual girl is gone, right? Or is that just an
Well,
yeah.
it's more like
Here.
yeah, I guess so.
Yes.
Character one missing.
Yes.
Oh.
Wink.
Yes, wink. Okay, so we're gonna see deep water wink. There you go. Thank you.
Water wink.
Predictable.
But yeah, so it's like but different bodies of water. So someone died in the pool. Maybe next one someone who died in the river or in a
I
lake.
thought you were about to say in a puddle, and I was like, how do you die in a puddle?
Well, you could. You never know.
I'm
Have you not
drowning in a
seen
puddle.
sheep drown? Have you not seen sheep drown in puddles?
No.
There you go. It
I mean,
happens.
I know
that's
they.
just sad.
I
To
know
be fair, I've
I know
never
that
seen one
happens,
either,
but I haven't
but I
seen
know they
that.
do.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Yeah. Alright, yeah. I don't think we have much else to say about Deepwater, so let's just move on to the next one, which is more pop culture, I guess. Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer.
Hello
Woo!
there.
I hate you. I hate you with the way how you spelled it.
How do you like how I spell Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Why did you not use the?
Emotional damage.
Why did you write O-N-E?
I don't know. I'm too lazy to type.
You suck.
Got him off the show.
We do not accept that laziness. Okay, Obi-Wan.
No, who changed it? But yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer. I don't know Star Wars that well. So Teguh, Albert, the others, I guess. Go ahead.
Kelvin, you can't steal my lines.
He is, and
So
he
you cannot
will.
say you don't know this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Teguh, go ahead.
That's
As
my
the
typical-
most
Okay,
knowledgeable
no,
in Star
I
Wars.
saw it and I was really hyped up because for the one reason is that I played the game a few years back, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and from
Okay.
what I can tell from the trailer, it's set in the same time frame, which is just after the fall of the Jedi Council and all of that, and the Jedi's are being hunted, right? Which is why you have the former Jedi's, I forgot what they're called, the ones that hunt the Jedi's with the red lightsabers and the cool suits and the spinning lightsaber and all of that. That's all like, just because I've explored that time frame in a game and in a game I really liked, I'm really excited to see it in a movie, especially if it's involving Obi-Wan. And the visual effects look really good as well. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm just hyped. That's my main reason, because it's a time frame I find very interesting, because again, in the original, what's after Penta?
6.
Hex or something. 6.
Yeah, in the
Hex.
original hexology,
Uh,
you don't like get that exploration of time, right? It's kind of like episode 3 and then episode 4 immediately, right? With like the aftermath. So this is something I really want explored, and I'm really looking forward to it. How Obi-Wan went from hello there to of course I know him. He's me.
How did he went
I
from
want to
that
see
to
that
that?
jump, you know?
I want to see from
Yeah,
hello there.
and yeah, and just from the scenes in the trailers as well, it looks really like really exciting with all the action scenes, and it looks yeah, no, it looks high stakes as well with how they're Inquisitors. I think they were called Inquisitors, but like yeah, are hunting the Jedi's and
Yeah,
all that.
the Grand Inquisitor is in the show, and I was about to ask if you know anything, any one of you know anything
They
about it,
were
because
they
I know
were
that's a
in
clone
Fallen Order,
Wars
right?
thing.
Hmm?
Teguh, when you said you played the game, you meant Jedi Fallen Order, right?
Yeah.
Because that's the one where it's set after the fall
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the
it's the one where like set right after the fall of the council, so most of the Jedi's are being hunted and in hiding, you know.
yeah.
And then the main character in the game, Cal, is like one of the ones that's hiding, and like they don't
Right,
know how to reach
so
out
we're
to
basically
Jedi.
gonna get a TV series version of that, but with Obi-Wan as the main
Yeah, but with Obi-Wan,
character.
which and like again, the world explored in that game was already very interesting. So to see it explored even deeper and in a series and with Obi-Wan is just getting me even more excited, you know. Because from what I've seen so far, I already like that time frame. It's a very interesting time frame because, a lot of
Okay.
stuff is happening.
Alright,
Okay, so this is what I found. So it's gonna be played by Rupert Rupert Friend in this series, the Grand Inquisitor, originally voiced by Jason Isaacs in the TV show. Basically, it's one of the main antagonists of the first season of the Star Wars Rebels. After being introduced as a Padawan Temple Guard in the Clone Wars, he basically defects the Order during the Order 66 and is tasked to hunt down all the remaining Jedi by Emperor Palpatine in the aftermath. So yeah, he's just a Jedi hunter, I guess. Pretty cool.
alright, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
And yeah, I think the Inquisitors are the only ones with the fancy lightsabers. Like, like that one can spin. Remember in the game, I had to face one person who had two of those, and that was not fun.
Fair.
Yeah,
No,
no.
I am very excited for this. This is the show that I wanted since they started announcing shows. No offense, Mandalorian, Boba Fett, but like Obi-Wan is just the one. I wanted this show since forever. I I think aside from Ray, this is probably like my favorite Jedi and Luke, I guess. But yeah, I love Obi-Wan as a character, and I love Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi. So seeing this gets me so excited, and the fact that the trailer starts and they play the the Duel of the Fates theme song. Oh my god,
So
it's so good. And we know Hayden Christensen is gonna be back as Anakin. That's gonna be exciting. I heard this is gonna be like you're gonna see the strongest showcase of Darth Vader ever in this series because it's like prime Darth
Ooh.
Vader, and it's gonna be like awesome. And yeah, we already got the Grand Inquisitor and everything. And yeah, I'm just so excited to see like you said, this timeline is exciting to explore. It's sort of untouched, at least from I haven't seen much about it. And yeah, it should be a lot of fun, especially with a character that we already know and love.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna next
Ariq,
week
what you
I'm
think?
gonna go finish watching Book of Boba Fett.
Oh, there you
Oh.
go. A
Have you started?
promise from
Did you
Teguh.
start it?
No, I haven't started. But
But
I'm not
Teguh is the type
watching
of
anything
guy that
else.
binge.
Yeah.
Bitch!
Oh,
Yeah.
like
What
now,
did you
now that
just
it's
call
done,
him?
right? Now that it's done, I can watch everything in one go. So I'll
See?
probably do it like 2 or 3 days
I
later
I'm
and finish it in one day.
I might start it. We'll see. I'm still not too excited based on the reviews. So yeah, I might check
Yeah,
it.
but I might as well watch it just to see because Mandalorian I really enjoyed. So if Obi-Wan is anywhere near as good as Mandalorian, I'll be really happy about it. And I know people have been saying Book of Boba Fett is a lot weaker, so I want to see like how low does it go and kind of gauge how much I should hype myself up for Obi-Wan based on that, you know?
Alright. Yeah. So Ariq, you got any
Huh?
thoughts on this? Or are you
I,
like me?
Technically, yeah, I am kind of like I don't know anything, but I do know that the game that we play is Fallen Order is like I've seen bits of it here and there, and I was like, damn, this game's pretty fucking cool. So if the TV series is like anything like it, which it most likely is, with all the setting, it
Should
should
be
be a
really
good,
cool.
yeah, should be really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Can you guys answer? Let's go to the chat first. Alright, yeah, here. Fatal Movies say this trailer is so hype. I mean, like, if you guys are Star Wars fans, I feel like yeah,
You're
everyone
Star
would be
Wars
hyped.
fans, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. And then Katie Lynn say the Duel of the Fates trailer was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah,
And can you guys answer Simple Joe's question here? All I can say is, where's Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Have you
Who
heard
is
of the
that?
tragedy
I guess he's
of Darth
dead.
Plagueis the
Plagueis the
Wise?
Wise.
Plagueis is dead, so
I
it's
get,
not.
I understood the meme.
Who is this?
Oh, you don't know
Killed,
Darth
like,
Plagueis? Darth Plagueis is Palpatine's master, who Palpatine killed.
Mhm.
Ah, okay. Wait,
mm.
So, yeah.
why the Wise? Is that a meme?
No, that's just like his nickname.
No, it's his
That's his
title.
actual nickname, but the way he said it, what is it? Have I ever told you the tragedy of
See,
Darth Plagueis the
Plagueis
Wise?
the
That's
Wise.
that's an actual meme, like the scene.
Oh, okay.
when is the show? May 25th. Okay, so that's after
Well,
Doctor
that is a while.
That after Doctor
Six,
Strange?
six. Yeah, right. When is Doctor Strange? Is May? I thought beginning of May.
Yeah,
It's not?
beginning
May
of May.
5th.
May 6th.
May
Yeah,
6th?
Okay,
Okay.
May 6th.
so yeah, May
Yeah.
25th. Yeah, so it's
mulai
after
Lebaran.
six episodes. John Williams is returning to compose. Yeah.
Nice. That's a good sign. So yeah, I guess Joe, yeah, he
Also,
he
Deborah-
did.
He's dead.
It's been told in the previous films. But yeah, Deborah Chow was directing a lot of the episodes, and I was like, that name sounds so familiar. I had to look it up. So she did some episodes of Mandalorian, episode 3 and episode 7 of season 1. Also, she did some episodes of Better Call Saul, some episodes of Jessica Jones, as well as one of the better episodes of Iron Fist. So
Right.
There's a good episode of Iron Fist.
Iron Fist always have a good finale for some reason.
Oh, that's true.
So
The
that's
finale
the one
was
that
pretty,
she did.
was pretty cool.
The finales of Iron Fist are like undeservedly good compared to the rest
Ah.
of the season. So,
I remember. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, Simple Joe. I know he's dead. I mean, where is his show?
Oh,
oh,
after
Actually,
this
no,
one.
that would be interesting.
you
Yeah.
know what? I know they've been talking about the Knights of the Old Republic, which is literally the like the peak of the Jedi, where there's like thousands
a
of
game?
Jedi.
KOTOR.
Isn't that
Yeah,
a game?
KOTOR. Is there a game?
Yeah, there's a
There's
game.
a game called
Yeah,
Okay.
Star Wars KOTOR.
Yeah, I know it's based on the book first, and then I guess the game. But yeah, I know they've been teasing that, or even a film of a trilogy of a Knights of the Old Republic. But like, that is what I mean. Like, my favorite Star Wars are the one that actually involves lightsabers.
Okay,
So
yeah, makes
like a
sense.
lot of them, and the Force and everything. So yeah, that's like the one
Oh.
that I'm interested in.
I
If there's
I,
a space battle, I'm happy.
I wouldn't want to call it, KOTOR, KOTOR.
Yeah, I know.
Kotor.
Star
Yes,
Wars
that's
dirty.
what I know.
That's
Star
what I
Wars
always.
dirty.
That's what always comes up in my head. But I'm too
Yeah,
lazy
for-
to say
for
Knights of the Old Republic.
People
so.
that don't speak Indonesian, KOTOR means dirty.
That's dirty.
Yeah.
That's dirty.
Star
dirty.
Wars dirty. Yes. But
So yeah, we're gonna. This is
uh,
gonna be the first of the 2 Star Wars show that we get this year.
nice, yeah. Alright, yeah.
Outside of, well, I guess technically Boba Fett. Well, Boba Fett came out December, but goes all the way till 2022. So I guess I guess we get 3 shows of Star Wars this year, if Andor is still released this year.
Things might change. But yeah. Alright, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so that's pretty much it for Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer. And then there is a new trailer that also dropped, another one for series that dropped. The Boys Season 3 trailer. This one only, yeah, again, only Albert and Ari can talk about this. Me and Teguh still hasn't watched The Boys at all. Even though I keep saying that I want to watch The Boys, but I still haven't watched it yet.
Alright, now
Yeah.
the seasons are piling up. God damn it,
That it's better.
It's easy. It's easy to binge, honestly.
It is, yeah, it is. I saw
It might
the
be.
mono.
It might be emotional toll because how intense everything is.
Nah, I'm good. But yeah, you guys saw the trailer. What you guys think about season 3? Are you guys hype? Are you guys excited?
I mean,
for it
I've always
or
been,
not?
hyped. I've always been
Yeah.
hyped. So the trailer doesn't do much. It just like approves, confirms my hype for it. I think it's really well edited. The way how it works with the music, it looks really cool. That whole thing. Um, Billy the Butcher got powers now. What the hell? That's gonna
I think
go
that happened in the
diabolical.
comics, so like yeah, we didn't.
It's
I wasn't aware
diabolical,
of that
mate.
as well.
Yeah.
I should mention, dude, they had the balls. They had the balls to make fun of that Kylie Jenner ad with the Pepsi.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
that's so
We
that's so
touched on
good.
that.
Yeah, no, just
Yeah.
like one of the hero was like stopping a protest, like their version of like Quicksilver or the Flash,
Mm-hmm.
and then he
Yeah.
just handed
Yeah.
out like not an energy drink, like a Pepsi, not a Pepsi, like a soft drink to
Some
like a
energy
police
drink. Yeah.
officer. Like, damn, they
Yeah.
really did that.
All right. All right.
And
Yeah.
they're not one. They're not like one to hold back, I guess.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean they're not gonna hold back at anything if you know. But yeah, I mean there's not much story that can be taken from this trailer. At least from when I saw it, I just think it looks epic. That the A Train, is that the
Yeah,
festive?
yeah,
I
A
think
Train,
it's
yeah,
A-Train.
the
He got a new suit, so that's interesting. I think we're gonna see a lot more of the Deep. So that could be interesting. I know there's a new hero that's being played by Jensen Ackles. I don't know what the character
oh,
is because I
his
don't read
name
the
is
comics.
Soldier Boy. He's supposed to be the Captain America of this
Soldier Boy.
universe. Yeah, yeah, Soldier Boy. Hit
Soldier
that.
boy up in
He's got
this
Soldier
hole.
Soldier Boy.
Boy.
whip that.
Watch me roll.
So he's gonna be
He's
the
gonna
Captain
Superman
America.
that. He's gonna Superman
He
that.
does look like Captain America though. I was like, is that supposed to be? U.S. agent from Captain Winter Soldier?
Yeah. Like that's supposed to be this
Your
version,
version,
this
I guess.
universe. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right.
I heard he was
It
a
look-
big racist, but I'm not so sure. I can't remember.
Character
Yeah,
or the
I feel
Or
like
character?
the character. Jesus, if it's the actor, he's not going to be playing. That
Yeah,
would
that's
be-
true.
I feel like all the character. I feel like all the character in this show is like either misogynistic or racist or something. Even Billy technically is a racist against the powers. So
Yeah, that's
and now he
technically
got
true, you're
powers,
right.
so that's gonna be insane. So yeah.
All right. All right.
Yeah, no,
all right,
this
all
this
right.
show's gonna be insane. I mean, Queen Maeve literally have a sword, which I don't think we've seen that before. It was like, oh
Upgrade,
well, some limbs is gonna be gone, maybe multiple. So yeah,
Yeah, Simple Joe say in the chat that I got soup boner for this trailer.
okay.
That's fucking diabolical.
Diabolical, right?
It's diabolical.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
getting released June 3rd.
Yeah, well, I
It,
guess I can
it
actually.
looks great. I'm excited.
I
I'm
actually have
excited for
time
this, yeah.
to binge watch season 1 and 2.
You do have time. Yeah, and to be honest with you,
Yeah.
it's been a while since I watched season 1 and 2, so it's like the story is a bit vague.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I'm
no,
most
yeah.
curious. I'm most curious with where they're gonna take Homelander because his arc kind of. It seems like his arc is in an interesting spot right now. So I don't know where they're gonna take him. His character development.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So curious to see that.
Anything else you want to talk about from this? No.
What
All right.
else?
All right. Yeah. Yeah. That's the boy season 3 for you. I might have watched season 1 and 2 before season 3 come out, so we'll see about that.
Oh, hang on. There are more characters. Yeah, I know there was Soldier Boy, but so they have their own version of Scarlet Witch and Ant-Man. Ah, okay. Oh yeah, wait. Yeah, there's a girl in the trailer. There's a girl in the trailer. She kind of looks like Scarlet Witch, and she blew up somebody into bloody pieces.
Oh wow.
Okay. All right.
So they have their own versions of that. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next trailer. Not even trailer anymore. The next news we got, which is that Deadpool 3 got a director, and that director is what's his name? Shawn
Levy.
Levy. Is that how you read Levy? Yeah. Not
I'm pretty
Levi.
sure it's Shawn Levy. Yeah, Levi did not. I don't think it's a jeans. I think it's Levy.
Oh, I was thinking more of the anime. But alright, go ahead.
Oh, all right. Levi's an Attack on Titan character.
Yes. But yeah, that Deadpool 3 got Shawn Levy as the director. So yeah. What has Shawn Levy directed? Let's see.
The Adam Project,
Oh, that one's good.
starring Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
Free Guy, starring
Yep.
Ryan Reynolds. Uh,
I think he got the gist of what to do with Ryan Reynolds. You know,
Yep. He knows what to do.
know?
this is an interesting choice because he has done, I think, like one R-rated film, which is
Yeah.
like This Is Where I Leave You, which is a comedy drama starring Jason Bateman, Adam Driver, Tina Fey. I've never seen it, but I heard it's R-rated. But it's not like a gore R-rated. It's more like the adult themes R-rated kind of thing. And like he's done he's director of Night of the Museum
Night at the
series.
Museum.
He did
Yeah.
he did
Love
Cheaper
that.
by the Dozen. He did the Pink Panther. He did the Internship, Real Steel. So like,
Wait, the
he's
internship with Anne Hathaway?
Or
no,
is it
that is
the-
the
Oh no,
intern.
it's a different. It's a different. That's
The
an intern,
internship.
you know.
The internship is Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson.
I like
Yeah.
that movie.
I haven't watched that yet.
So like, yeah, he's done a lot of TV shows, a lot of film, but like a lot of them are like family films.
Man,
So
man,
that's like the interesting
oh,
take.
one
here
thing
from-
that the thing that we can see from all his filmography is that he knows how to make a good comedy. You
That is
know?
true.
He knows how to
Hmm.
make a good comedy, and Deadpool is, mostly comedy with, just crude comedy, I guess. So I'm pretty sure he got that in his back as well. Yeah, especially working together with Ryan Reynolds. I'm pretty sure he got a lot of say to what Deadpool will be like in the third movie. So I feel like the pairing of
Do you,
Shawn
do you,
Levy
do you
and
think he
him
got the
was really
job
good.
because he directed Reynolds and Frigga and Adam Project and is like, hey, I heard you're doing Deadpool. Can I work on that? Like, hey, and then Reynolds is too nice. This is Canadian and he cannot say no.
I'm
He's
probably
Canadian. He's too nice.
it's a possibility for sure. Yeah, it's a possibility for sure. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm quite excited for Deadpool 3. Again, yeah, the director, he directed a lot of good stuff. Night at the Museum is still like, one of my favorite movies.
Mhm.
Yeah, and with Ryan Reynolds, again, Ryan Reynolds playing
Oh,
himself usually doesn't go wrong. I don't think it has gone wrong yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it,
So
Bert, that you just figured out?
I forgot he also did Stranger Things episodes. He did a lot of them,
Ooh,
including the
really?
Dear Billy episode, which I love, from season 3. So yeah, he's done several Stranger Things, and that's, I guess, like have darker themes to it. So maybe that would fit. That would, I mean, it's more on the same realm as Deadpool than like Night at the Museum, But yeah,
Okay.
Ariq,
So, yeah.
you just saw the Adam Project. How do you think this translates to directing a Deadpool 3?
Deadpool. Well, okay, I'm just looking through his other filmology as well. Yeah, I've watched a lot of his movies. All the Night
Yeah.
of the Museums, Real Steel, Adam Project, Free Guy, Internship. I don't know. It's like none of these movies are like as violent as Deadpool, but I think at least in the comedy aspect side, it should work pretty well. And he's worked with, is it Ryan Reynolds recently in Free Guy and Adam Project, so I think he can pull it off. I don't see why not. The gore is just the extra bonus.
Yeah.
Same comedy, but like more bloody.
Teguh, what do you think of this director choice as Deadpool 3?
You know what? I don't see why Deadpool can't be a family movie.
They're going to make it. They're going to make it a family movie.
Nah,
I am.
No, I remember
yeah,
the
what?
first movie came out. People were like, "Oh, I thought this was a family
Valentine.
movie," and then a bunch of guts.
This is a
flew
romance
everywhere.
film.
Yeah, or like that. Like, oh, now they can actually make it a family movie.
But no.
Okay.
I wouldn't say I'm excited for it, but I am looking forward to it definitely because when you mentioned the lineup, I do like the Night of the Museum series. I really like the Pink Panther. So like his lineup I did enjoy. So I don't see why I wouldn't enjoy this one. I mean, sure, it's a bit of a shift from his like previous movies, but I don't see why I wouldn't enjoy it. I'm looking
Man,
forward to it.
in the end, it's still a comedy.
Yeah.
which he knows how to do.
And we also gotta remember this is the first one under the Disney banner technically now, so I don't know how
Yeah.
much we can
Right.
get in terms of
Mm.
launch.
Yeah, first lot movies also mentioned it. Yeah, first one on the Disney banner. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And like what Ariq said, like, yeah, the first one is like, oh, is this a Disney movie? And I just remember the line from that film is like, you're probably thinking, my boyfriend said this was a superhero movie, but that guy in the suit just turned that other guy into a fucking kebab. Well, yeah, I may be
Yeah.
super, but I'm no hero. And yeah, technically
Mm.
this is murder. But some of the best love stories start with a murder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah,
think
I
you think you
remember
think
that.
Deadpool will take jabs on Disney? You know, with the fall for breaking.
Maybe.
I
I
hope
don't see why
so.
not.
I can see it. I don't see why we wouldn't.
I hope
Oh,
so.
dude, this is why Disney Plus added the whole Netflix stuff. So this is being R-rated. That can put it in the same category as those Netflix stuff.
Oh yeah, they could now. Yeah.
Yeah, they could now. There will actually be movies in there as well. The
I don't
parental
know. Just the thought
guidance.
of it. R-rated Disney movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds weird, but
I mean,
it
Sounds
is
weird,
happening.
but it's happening.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, I
Uh,
wonder if there has been an R-rated Disney film.
has there
Pretty
been?
sure there has
Sorry.
been. I'm pretty sure there has been.
I
Also,
will-
I hope they make fun of, like, if they can recast some people. Deadpool just like breaks the fourth wall and says like,
It's
"Huh,
like, hey, you look
you
different.
don't look the same." Yeah,
You don't look the
you,
same. Yeah.
you used to look like Josh Brolin. Well, but now he's Thanos. So it's like, I don't know.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah. Disney has never released R-rated films under the Disney brand. Yeah. So
Ooh.
yeah.
So
Under
this
the
in
Disney
the
banner,
history
okay.
or it
Under the
or they
Disney brand. Under the
yeah.
Disney brand. So yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah. Very much
guess
to what
guess who else? Sean Levy has worked with Reynolds a lot, right? Guess who else he has worked with several times?
Ben Stiller.
Someone with a certain claws coming out of his hands.
Ben Stiller.
Yes, Ben Stiller, obviously. We might get a Ben Stiller cameo from Night at the Museum. No, he's worked with Hugh Jackman on Real Steel. Hugh
Yeah.
Jackman appear also as himself pretending to be Wolverine in Night at the Museum 3, which is one of my favorite cameos.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, he did appear as a
It's
cameo
such a great cameo in that film.
as himself.
So maybe he can convince Hugh Jackman to come back
Maybe.
As an actual
Probably
Wolverine.
possible.
as a cameo, probably. I mean, Hugh Jackman's probably
Yeah.
too old to have the physique now. I think he's like tired. But
How old is Hugh Jackman?
He's not
I
that
don't know.
old.
Someone can
Hugh
tell us.
Jackman. Let's see. He is 53, 54 this year. All
Oh,
right.
yeah, okay. I was gonna say, isn't it like
That's
50
pretty old.
something? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, forcing a 54-year-old guy to be in shape again for a full film is probably too much. But yeah, as a cameo, he doesn't have to be that much in shape. Or they could just do the 300 road and CGI those muscles.
Probably, yeah.
CGI those muscles.
Alright. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess, for Deadpool 3. Yeah. Katie Lynch also saying Hugh Jackman cameo would be amazing. Yeah. So yeah, let's move on to the next news we got here. Last one before going to Turning Red, which is that DC is reshuffling their movies. Oh my god.
That's
This-
you gone.
This negatively affect my what's it name? Our
You feel my pain.
movie draft, because The Flash is now 2023, so it's no longer
Yes, so
2022.
This is the full slate. So Shazam Fury of the Gods is bumped up to December 16, 2022, which I believe, someone can fact check me with this. Is Avatar released the same weekend? Someone check.
Avatar
If
2?
it is, if it
Avatar
is,
2.
that's huge. That's a box office battle to watch
December
out for.
16, 2022.
December
Okay,
16th.
so that's a
Well,
huge. That's a weird choice. They could have picked a week earlier or a week after, but that's like exact same week against Avatar. That's gonna be interesting to see who win the box office there. And then Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom delayed to March 17, 2023, and The Flash delayed a whole year to June 23rd, 2023. So not sure why yeah, but I mean, let's
I'm
talk about it.
troubled.
What's the overall thoughts on this reshuffling?
Wait, so who got screwed in the team? Let me just open it up real
Me.
quick.
because
Not
yeah,
only-
I chose I
Not a
chose the
black-
Flash.
Yeah, you chose the Flash. Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
the group chose what is it? I forgot.
Aquaman?
Aquaman. Yeah, he
no
dropped
one,
it.
no one
yeah.
picked,
Aquaman.
no one picked Aquaman.
No,
Yeah,
None
nobody
chose
wanted
Aquaman,
it.
yeah.
Well, good. If they were, that would be disqualified.
Damn it! I pick The Flash. No. Damn
I
it.
mean,
DC
now we got
disappointed me.
two films. Now we got two films that's like delayed from this
Wait,
draft.
wait,
Yeah.
what was the
Mission
first one?
Impossible. Mission
All
Impossible.
right, yeah. It's alright, Bert. Now you know what? I feel it now. Last year I got all my movie came out. This year now I feel the disappointment when it didn't came
And
out.
Teguh is safe this year, unlike last year. Teguh everything.
Oh, I didn't feel the
Last
disappointment
year, how
when
many did I
I got
get
delayed.
delayed last year? A
Oh,
lot, was it not?
A lot.
Top Gun Maverick, which is still
Top
delayed,
Gun.
still not out
delayed.
yet. Dead on the
What
Nile
else?
is delayed.
Yeah, that's on now,
Minions
right?
is
Yeah.
delayed. So you got three, which is the most. notable.
Minions.
Three.
But I don't think it
Yeah.
mattered to him though. If
Minions.
that one got delayed.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what? I feel you guys, when movie doesn't come out.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, no,
But yeah,
especially this one because it's the Flash. I'm really excited for the Flash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is there any
why
reason
do
why
you think?
they
Why do you think no? Which is why I want to ask
just
you.
a
Why do
little
you
feel.
think they delay a whole year? What the reason? Do you think they're worried and they're doing reshoots, or are they adding cameos because of Spider-Man and multiverse are doing cameos? You think they're doing more reshoots to do that, or I don't know what the reason is. What you guys think?
I can't think of anything. I don't know.
As well as Aquaman too, which is a weird choice to delay Aquaman as well.
I feel like Aquaman is something to do with reshooting, I think. Yeah. Because DC seems to reshoot a lot of stuff. Yeah. Now, you know what? Yeah, I believe it's something to do with reshoots. Yeah. I don't know how to feel about that. Usually reshoots doesn't end well for the end product.
Yeah, this like
Well,
everything gets jumbled up.
not necessarily.
Ah, yeah,
but
not
yeah.
all the time, but more often than not, I feel like it's usually doesn't sound that good.
I mean, my biggest concern was with the Flash because it's been delayed a lot of time, more
A
than
lot of
most
time.
stuff, especially the
Yeah.
production as well. I
Yeah.
don't think this film is gonna be good. I have the more I hear about it,
Hey,
the
hey.
more I have less.
There's
the less
the same
faith I
thing
have
like
in it.
the what's the name? New Mutants.
Yeah.
It's,
And I
yeah,
put that in what
I'm
is it?
gonna-
Looking
I'm
forward.
gonna, yeah.
Movie I want
I'm
to look
gonna
forward
put the
to.
Flash again next year, draft.
Only if Albert puts what is it? Mission Impossible
Mission
again.
Impossible.
I might.
I'm gonna choose the Flash
I picked
again.
it 2 years in a row already, so I'll do it for the third.
Yeah, like might as well.
Might as well, So yeah, yeah, kind of sad about that, honestly. I really want the Flash movie. So yeah,
How about
I don't know.
Aquaman? Are you any of you sad about Aquaman?
No,
No, like none of us
it's
feels it.
just yeah, it's just Momo. Momo is just Momo. And
Yeah,
So yeah,
I think I might have heard somewhere that there was like a test screening for Shazam and the
Mm.
Flash, and I think the Shazam get a better reception. I think,
then the Flash.
and maybe
Yeah,
that's where they're like, you know what, let's just push it and let's do some adjustment to the Flash, maybe. So,
probably yeah. Yeah, like Fat movie say, this is concerning. Yep, it is concerning. I mean, as DC EU always is. You have Katie Lynch, so this is a weird reshuffle. Now, here's the thing with DC, anything outside of DC EU is good. The Joker is good. The Batman is good. you know, is the Suicide Squad, is it part of DCEU?
that is part of DCEU.
Okay, that was yeah.
I mean, you
That-
guys
that's
like
like the
Peacemaker,
one
the
outlier.
Suicide Squad. I like the original Wonder Woman. I like Shazam. I like
Yeah,
Birds of Prey.
no. No, I don't like Birds of Prey. But yeah, no, but the truly great ones are the one outside of DCEU. The Batman and the Joker.
It's all if there's the in it and it's not part of the DCU.
Well, Joker doesn't even have the in it.
Oh, does
Is
it
it?
not?
Oh yeah, no,
Is
it's
that
just
not the
Joker.
It's just
Oh,
Joker.
No, it's just Joker, right?
Yeah.
The
But yeah. But Red of Movies is excited for Shazam. Did you
Are
all
you guys?
see
Are you
David
guys?
F. Sandberg's tweet about the costume? Is that it?
I shared it to you guys. Yeah.
You
Oh, I
did?
forgot.
What?
Where
It
is
was like David F. Sandberg tweeted like Shazam 2 never addressed why their suits are different now. If anyone would ask my
Oh right,
plan,
yeah,
I
that
think
one.
it's because Barry Allen messed up the timeline. But now we come out before Flash, so I'll just say the wizard did it. Pro filmmaking tip: put a wizard in your movie to be CinemaSins proof. I love that he addressed CinemaSins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, alright, yeah. Damn it. That's the thing, right, about this what's the name? Universe kind of stuff. It's like you need the movie to come out in a certain order. You cannot just reshuffle it, kind of thing. You know? Like if you were to reshuffle it, you have to change stuff. You know?
But I think the thing is, I think these three movies are not interconnected because I don't think they really know what they're doing at this point. Because
Yeah.
like Flash is gonna be a Flashpoint, so that's gonna rewrite some stuff. Aquaman, I
Mhm.
don't know what the hell they're doing. Shazam is their own thing in a way. I mean, the first film, it's also not even. It's very loosely connected to the universe anyway in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah. I think like I've said it many times and I'll say it again. DCEU should just stop and they should just make standalone movies for each one of them, without making them connected. They're pretty damn good at that, but when they try to connect it, it's bad.
they really wanted to jump on that MCU
It's
Avengers so
so
bad.
weird. It's so weird because they have such a great success with the same interconnectivity in the animated form, and yet they couldn't crack the
Mhm.
code in the live action form because the story is there. For some reason, they just
Yeah,
couldn't figure it out.
yeah. So yeah. Mhm. Or
But I
just
mean,
stick with animated stuff.
how excited are you guys that we're getting Shazam this year though, instead of next year? I think it's like a whole. I don't know. Shazam's supposed to be out. I think like May. I think so. We got like 6 months bumped. How excited are you
Mm,
guys?
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it. Yeah.
I'm at like a 7 of excitement kind of thing. It's like because again, I'm not really a huge Shazam fan, so just like hearing Shazam will be out, like that's cool. But the teaser that we saw on DC Fandom that one, it was it piqued my interest. That's for sure. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, it's DC, so I'll watch it regardless. Yeah.
Teguh, what do you think? What do you think? Are you excited for Shazam getting Shazam early or not? Not really.
Not really. I didn't see the first Shazam either, so.
No, fair. I really like Shazam, so I'm like, and this one's exciting. I was super excited to hear about it, so I'm excited for it. But no, that December 16th release date is a choice.
Yeah, that is a bit. What are
The-
you doing?
not
I'm-
gonna lie.
Do you think it would beat? Let's go around the table, starting with Teguh because he had Avatar 2 in his film. Do
No,
you think
Ariq
it would
did.
beat Avatar
I
2?
did.
Oh,
I
Ariq, no,
did.
Ariq, saying with Ariq.
Well,
Do you
I
think
think
Avatar
would
2
be-
is gonna get more box office opening weekend over Shazam?
Ariq?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know because I don't remember. I don't remember how successful was the first Shazam movie, whether it was
Oh.
extremely big or not.
Let's
It
So,
see.
like,
wasn't
if the first
extremely
one
big,
was
I think.
yeah, so if the first one wasn't that big, then yeah, I think Avatar would win
Man,
under the basis that Avatar still has quite a lot, of
you see?
fans.
Good thing that I packaged that trait, Ariq,
Packaged. Well, to be honest,
You
I'd
see, you
rather
want
yeah,
that you want that a
I
la
still
carte? No.
I know I actually did want Avatar 2 more than like Shazam. Still, a la carte or
Yeah,
not.
No,
A la
but yeah,
carte
no.
or not.
Like I
Yeah.
wanted the like you didn't want Avatar too, but I forced you to get it, and now
You forced
look
it.
who's benefiting.
I was forced to get it because Albert came up with the drop rule after I made my decision.
It wasn't my idea. Someone brought it up in the comments, and you all agreed to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Teguh was able to just drop this one then. Haha.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I
Aha.
have to take a full
Teguh got a
package.
loophole.
Honestly,
I
yeah.
like
I feel like
loopholes.
I
Loopholes
feel
are
like
nice.
Avatar 2 will be more successful than
Why did they pick this date?
Shazam. It's a weird
Well, okay.
date
What's
pick.
is
Questionable
there a film
choice.
coming out after a week after? No, I'm curious. December 2022 release dates.
What could be
Uh,
more terrifying
Someone check
than
someone check
Avatar
the
2?
release. Someone check the release dates for the week after and the week before. While they check that, I'm gonna say because Ariq was asking about the box office. So the budget for Shazam was 100 million, $100 million. Opening weekend domestic in the US is 53 million. And then overall run is 365.9 million with international and everything. So it's not
Alright,
the biggest, but it definitely
It's pretty
have
decent.
returns.
here
Have
we go.
returns, yeah.
The week before, Albert,
Mhm.
is something called Violent Night.
Wait,
No,
Don't know
it
what
says
that
20.
is.
Wait, December 21. It says right here, Super Mario Bros.
And
Holy
then
shit!
so that's week
I did
before. The
not.
21?
week after is Super Mario Bros. I Want to
Yeah, the
Dance
week
with
after. Yeah,
Somebody. And then the week after,
Yeah.
well, I guess that's the same week. There's also another one called A Man Called Otto and Babylon.
yeah, Babylon. Right?
Oh,
Somebody chose that, right?
Babylon.
Yeah.
I did, but that's an Oscar. That's an Oscar bait film kind of thing. It's not gonna. It's not gonna chump up your box office pretty much. I mean,
I
it's even
suppose.
Chazelle. It's so people might watch it, but it's not gonna be like.
I'm a
It's
bit
gonna be a
concerned here.
different target
The
audience.
site I'm looking at, it says in December 31st there's World War III. Do they mean like the real event or the movie?
Yes.
A bit concerned about that one. Hmm.
It's up to your interpretation, Ariq.
Uh, we're going to make a live action movie, as in like it's live.
Documentary.
A documentary.
But yeah,
Choice,
I don't know.
That's like isn't too
It's-
choice.
It's
instead
only
of
update.
instead of drafting, it's casted. You're casted as a soldier in this movie.
Oh no.
Oh no.
But
Yeah, I
yeah,
guess they just
I
I
guess
feel
they
like
don't want
I
to
feel like
tangle with
if
Super Mario.
I mean Super Mario,
They
I
they
don't know,
could have
man.
done the week before though. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the thing, right? A week before. It's like what is even Violent Night? Trailer set
I
around Christmas time. No other detail given.
I think they
That's it.
want to, but I guess
Yeah.
time constraint didn't allow them. So they're like, Avatar or Super
Maybe.
Mario? Who do you want to go up against? Yeah, definitely Avatar.
wait. What
Yeah.
what 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 production studio is Super Mario? Is that Warner Brothers? No, it's not. Right? It's Universal, right? Illumination.
Is that Illumination?
Illumination is Universal, isn't it?
I don't know.
Super Mario movie is Illumination. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Illumination is Universal. So that's a different studio.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. It's
I was
Universal.
Yeah.
thinking
Yeah.
maybe if it's the same studio, that's why they don't want to have it at the same time, but it's different. So I don't know.
Yeah, but still, they could have choose
I'm
a
gonna
week before.
I'm gonna call it.
Avatar
I'm gonna
2.
call it. They're gonna change their release dates again. They're gonna make it. They're gonna
Yeah.
push it earlier. I think
Yeah.
because
Alright, yeah.
Creed 3 coming out November 23rd. Um, so that might be a big one, I guess. Black Panther is November 11th. Yes,
But yeah,
Strange,
very much. Very
Strange
much that
Worlds
for the
November 22nd. Yeah.
for the DC
Also,
shuffle.
you know what's funny? Because I think, at least for me, I'm pretty sure in your theater as well. Didn't they play the trailer for DC in the opening before the Batman came out? Before the Batman play?
No,
I
they
came in when I came in.
no.
It was a bit late because I was buying popcorn, so I missed all the
Okay,
trailers. Like I came in and it was like
because
the
mine
no
it wasn't even.
pirating kind of thing.
It was like part of the film in a way. It wasn't even like in the trailer section. It was like after the usually it was like trailers and then like they promote the theater. Like they do some promotional stuff for the theater and the film starts, right? So after the promotional for the
Mhm.
theater, they have another trailer for DC, which is and we talked about it several weeks ago, which is like in 2022 we need heroes, and they got the Flash and they got the Aquaman, they got Batman and the Black Adam, and they just made that and now they pushed it back in 2023, which is funny.
Yeah.
Just make a whole brand of 2022 with the heroes. Never mind, you don't need them anymore.
No, you don't need them now. Later.
Why is
Oh,
DC
well,
always
DC.
disappointed?
We got League of Super Pets. Woo!
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves is voicing Batman. There's that at least.
Man, DC always disappointing. DCEU always disappointing me.
Always disappointing you.
Always disappointing me, man. But yeah, let's move on, I guess, from all this DC disappointments.
You see disappointment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the movie that just came out 2 days ago, I think. Right? Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Turning
Disney
Red. Let's
Plus.
talk about that. Yeah. Yeah. Turning Red just came out, I think, on 11th. Yeah, I think it came out on 11th this month. So yeah. So yeah, let's
Oh
talk.
God, he
Let's...
turned red.
Oh
No.
no! Albert
Albert,
released.
you're actually gone.
What's happening? Oh no, what's happening?
You're
Albert
actually
actually
gone.
released all his emotion.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Let me come down.
for Turning Red, yeah, we are going to do a non-spoiler review first, just in case you guys haven't watched it, because it is just only like 2 days after the movie is out.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
Sure,
we are going to
sure.
do a non-spoiler first, just a really quick one, just to get the idea, and how we thought of the movie, just a general thought of it. Then we are going to the spoiler review for Turning Red, where we got into more detail for it. So yeah, let's go around the table, starting with Albert. I guess. What's your thoughts on Turning Red?
I like it. I think it's a very sweet film. I think it's funny. The animation is great. This is the most, I think, in the top of my mind, this is the most coming of age story in terms of a character and the relationship with the family and the relationship with the friends that we've ever seen from Pixar. Because the closest thing is, I would say, maybe Inside Out, but that's more of like an interpersonal kind of thing, like personal development kind of thing for Pixar and accepting your emotions for Inside Out. But this one is more of like accepting yourself among your peers, accepting yourself with with your family and everything, and that's very standard coming of age thing. And I think Pixar did a great job with this. The music is great, the animation is great. I think the use of the red panda, because she turned from the red panda as like the allegory and everything of like the change to your life is done very well. And yeah, I just think it's a lot of fun. I think it's a good film.
Right, yeah. Uh, Personally, I think Teguh can agree on me with this. Is that like yeah, I agree with what Albert said about the whole allegory thing with the rat panda thing. Oh yeah, that was really good and everything. But honestly, I think me and Teguh talk about is that we didn't really care that much about the plot. Yeah, we didn't really care that much about the plot. However, it is a really fun movie to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really fun movie to watch. What's the name? All the visual gags and just the jokes kind of thing. It is real fun. And I don't know, I do have to say, I like the characters. I do like the characters, especially Ming, the mom.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Really, Ming? Okay,
Yeah, I really like the mom in Turning Red. Just a whole vibe, you know. I just
I
like
like the
Ming.
dad.
You like the dad, Jin.
I
I
like the
like the
dad as
dad.
well. I don't know if I like the dad or the mom more, but
I
I like
can't
the parents.
wait.
I like the
Well, I
parents.
just want to butt in about the dad. I can't help but just like that is literally just Teguh in like 10, 20 years.
That's why I like him.
It's like
Yeah.
the way he acts, the way like
Oh
he
my
looks,
god,
everything is just it's Teguh in
that's
20
great.
years. It's my god damn it.
Yeah.
That's
I
God
great.
mean, yeah,
damn.
I
yeah,
can
no.
see that.
Yeah,
Oh
that's true. I
god.
can I think we all can see that. Yeah, happening to
Oh, I'm
Teguh.
seeing it right now. Teguh, put on
Oh my
glasses.
god.
You'll become Jin, I think that's his name.
Oh, but I don't
Yeah,
have
Jin
You
is
don't
name.
have his
Yeah.
glasses, do
Oh
you?
my god.
I don't have like
Uh,
reading glasses.
but
I
yeah,
have these.
I like the mom, and then the
That is
yeah.
not Jin.
That's not Jin.
Oh, wait,
That is
actually, no,
not
no, no.
Jin.
I think. Oh, never mind. I do have these.
But
Hold
yeah.
on.
What else is there? Yeah, honestly, this is pretty much that. I don't really care about the plot that much. I mean, not to say that it's bad. It's still good, but it's just
Right.
not something that I'm just okay with it kind of thing. Yeah. But yeah, again, it's a fun movie to watch either way. Yeah. How
Yeah.
about you, Rick?
Yeah, overall the movie's actually really fun. Yeah, that was yeah, you're right about the plot. It's not the plot, the story itself is not really the selling point, in my opinion. It's the characters, the
Hmm.
interaction, and of course the character development, especially between is it Mei Ling? That's the name of the
Yeah.
main one,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, Mei
May
Ling and her
Mei,
mom.
yeah.
Oh, Mei Mei, yeah.
Well, her
Mei Mei
nickname
and
is
Mei
Mei
her
Mei.
mom.
I think her name is Mei
Real
Ling. You're right.
name is Mei
Mei
Ling.
Ling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
like her interactions between them, like her mom and everything, trying to get approval. It actually sounds like, I mean, admittedly, like it's not like what happens in my household, but like it sounds like something you hear from your Asian friends or something. It's like like their kid is just like trying their best to get their parents' approval, stuff like that. I thought that was like it sounded quite relatable in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
It's
that.
pretty
It's
relatable.
yeah, relatable and kind of and quite immersive actually. So yeah, but when you sent that tweet about the criticism, I'm like, the hell are you on about?
So
It
what do you
sounds
think of
Wh-
those? What do you think of that criticism? Like they
Wait,
say that
what
you
tweet?
cannot. So
it's on the
basically,
tweet
a lot
here.
of the critics, a lot of critics are saying that this movie is super niche in terms of what they're trying to do with the representation and culture, that they cannot relate to it, and thus it's a bad film.
Yeah, no, that's no, no. I mean, like,
Oh,
what's wrong with having a niche focus on what community want to focus on. I don't think that makes it a bad film if you cannot relate to it.
I think
You
it's a
know?
bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's a bad take. Like
That is
I
a very bad
understand,
take.
that
Yeah.
there are some stuff that maybe I don't fully relate with, but I
Yeah.
don't think that takes away from the movie.
Like
Yeah.
for
Like,
example, like it's like I want again, I don't want to get too much into like race and stuff, but like like again with the whole what's the name? When there's a movie that's talking about the whole black community stuff, things like that. I cannot relate to that. I don't know anything about that other than from what I saw on the internet and stuff. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't call like if it's good movies, it's good movie kind of thing. If it's bad, it's
yeah,
bad. Yeah,
It
kind of.
conveys
I don't
emotion.
I
That's
don't
good
wanna
enough, you know.
I don't
Yeah,
wanna go all political on this, but this is like, once in a while I can. This is the
mm,
Yeah.
exact same kind of problem that all the SJWs complain about it being like the root cause of racism and like privilegism. Just because you don't understand, because you are incapable of understanding, doesn't make that thing bad,
mm-hmm,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
right?
That's a point. Yeah.
So, I mean, like, I don't say like they have to force themselves to understand it, but it's unfair to call it something bad just because they don't understand it.
yeah,
But yeah, no, I think that criticism is completely just stupid, honestly, to put it bluntly, it's just stupid. And but other than that, my thoughts on the film is exactly the same as Kelvin and Ariq. The story, I just really didn't care about the story. I was
Yeah.
bored by the story, honestly. But the
Mm.
interactions between the characters was interesting and funny enough to keep me, going, to keep me
Gage.
watching.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Like
I
when it comes to
was
this criticism, it's like the way I see it. It's like this guy is like trying to tell you, oh, if you want to understand this movie, you have to be specifically a teenage
Canadian,
girl of Asian Chinese descent. I'm like, no, you don't have to.
and
You don't have
It's
to.
you
just
have to
it's
be in
just
Canada.
yeah, you have to live in Canada. Like, no, it's just of the feeling, the emotion that carries over to anyone.
Yeah,
Especially like
Especially
I
like
don't know, like
now think about this. It's,
yeah,
how the fact that there are niche stuff, a lot of people might be able to to relate to it even more so now because of the specific stuff that they're specifically targeting, and that could be like that's great for them. It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
we
exactly.
thought about that, so yeah.
I mean, there could be, it's not just you have to be like Asian to relate to it. There are some people that's not Asian that have the same dynamic in the house in their household. Oh, the kid has to be perfect in a way. Something like that.
Yeah.
yeah,
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 exactly. So yeah, it's not just
Hmm.
this is an Asian, this is an Asian thing only. No,
And
it's not.
yeah,
even outside of that, like they address the whole concept of the turning red thing is like sort of addressing growing up and changing, right? And
yeah,
they
Hmm.
sort of made a joke in the beginning, which I really appreciate that they even touched this topic for a Pixar film about the period and everything.
yeah, yeah,
Because that's like pretty much very true. If you, especially like, well, Teguh cannot relate, but growing up with a sibling, that's like sort of it happens. Uh, that
Yeah.
dynamic with the mom and your sibling. So yeah,
So yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand that bit.
That's very much our thought on it. Our non-spoiler thought on it.
yeah.
So
Currently,
yeah.
this is 95% on Rotten Tomatoes for the critic score, 65% for the audience score.
The audience
Hmm.
really don't like. No, I'm not. Let's not get the
It's
race
probably it's
involved.
honestly it's probably because of the story.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
The
Again,
same here.
story the story was honestly
the
pretty
story is
boring.
pretty mid tier to boring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, mid tier to boring. Yeah,
Yeah. But it
I
is
do agree with you. So
again, yeah,
it is a lot of
visually
fun.
good. Yeah, visual gag and
Music's
the
good too.
jokes are fun. Music's good, dynamics good. So
I,
yeah.
I think Billie
Yeah.
Eilish wrote some stuff, but she didn't perform anything. But she did wrote some
Oh
stuff.
really?
Oh,
Yeah.
same.
Phineas,
Fred.
her brother performed. I think Phineas voiced one of the
Idol.
four town one of four town members.
but
Ooh.
where's Ferb?
They're not
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 that
that
Where's
kind of.
famous.
Perry? Where's
Where's
Perry?
Perry?
But yeah.
Hey, where's Perry?
So let's go to chat here before we jump into our spoiler parts. Katie Lynch say, "I'll watch this film tonight." well, yeah, there you go. That's our thoughts, our non-spoiler
Yeah.
thoughts on it. So yeah,
That's our thoughts, yeah.
tell us what you think next week. I guess once you watched it. Yeah. Fred movies also. I think yeah, Fred movies is an agreement with us. This is a middle tier Pixar for
A
me,
middle
but I
tier
still like
Pixar,
it a
yeah.
lot. Yeah.
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 Looking at my rankings, this is probably like maybe my number 18 out of 25,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
kinda low.
Pretty mid tier.
or maybe even
I
17.
honestly,
Yeah, mid to low.
it's middle-ish.
Low.
Yeah. 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 Honestly, yeah. Again, I think it's mid to low. To me, yeah. All right. Yeah. So I guess we should go into our spoiler part of this review. So yeah, turning red spoiler review starts about right and now. So yeah. I don't know. Is there any
That
specific?
ending is insane. I wasn't
Oh, yeah.
expecting the mom to go freaking Godzilla on.
I know,
on,
yeah, I know Jin was like, oh, she's big.
Toronto.
I wasn't expecting that big.
I
yeah,
agree.
I was like, holy
Yeah.
cow, this is the most. Is this the most insane third act in a Pixar film? I mean,
I feel
literally,
like
there's a
it is.
fucking there's a freaking Godzilla. The kid, I've never seen a kid twerk at his mother before, and this is the first time I've seen it. So,
Is that more
Wow.
intense than
in a
Godzilla?
Pixar
Yes.
film.
And like
Pixar
that whole
film,
time, I
he's
was
twerking at his
like,
mom.
I'm with the mom on this. Like, what are you doing? Stop!
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, that third act is like so wild on what's happening, and then like
I love
all
it,
the
and I love it.
all the aunties and the grandma, they all turn into their like Red Panda form as
Yeah.
well.
Like Power Rangers type shit.
So I think I mentioned it to Kelvin. One of those aunties got strength because she had a ring, right? And all she did was this, and it broke the ring. I was
Yeah.
like, yo.
That auntie is straight up.
Auntie got
just-
strength, dude. Auntie got
Yeah,
strength.
auntie got strength. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a cool transformation, though.
Oh,
The Red Panda. Okay, real question. King Kong or Ming?
oh, Ming.
King Kong versus Ming. Who wins?
That's it's an Asian mob. It's an Asian mob in a big red panda form. King Kong got no chance.
Yeah.
Unless King
I
Kong
agree.
starts
King
twerking.
Kong got no chance.
Unless King Kong starts twerking, then maybe he has a chance.
Whoa!
Then maybe.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
But I was taken
I-
aback by that. Yeah, like she was that big. What the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, despite all the wild things that happen in the third act, it's a fun third act. It's a
It
fun
was
third
fun.
act. Yeah, it's a fun third act.
With the whole singing with the boy band and like the eventually, and I like the decision that eventually she decides to, because I wasn't sure where they're gonna go with it, if they're gonna cure her or she decides to stay the red panda, and I think singing with the red panda shows her maturity kind of thing. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I like that.
You know, I was actually
Maturity
kind of
acceptance,
expecting.
yeah.
I was low-key expecting the mom and the rest of them to all just
Stay.
stick with the pandas. Yeah, but
Oh yeah,
I'm glad they didn't, because that would have been the more um is
What
it
is it?
cheesy, but like the more kind of like choice.
Friendly cheese.
yeah,
So like
yeah. I see what you mean.
yeah, so
I think
I'm glad they didn't do that, but yeah.
the final act that me and Teguh commented on is when the auntie and the grandma doing the chants thing in Chinese.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, Kelvin, I hate how the Chinese like ancient like chanting matches up the beat together with the Four Town song.
Yeah, with the Four Town
It's
song, I'm
so
like,
good. It's
And like
so
it
good.
matches so well. I'm like, no, please.
like
No.
I want to hate it, but I can't. I can't hate it. I just love it. That's
Yeah.
I don't know,
I
like
hate
it
that, I love it.
mixes so well.
The Fourth Town is like literally either like Backstreet Boys or like NSYNC, right? That's like
Yeah, it's
literally
basically
that,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
music
I
is
mean,
so
I-
familiar to like Backstreet Boys or
Yeah, I mean, I grew up on Westlife, so I was thinking of Westlife the whole
I
time.
mean, the
but
movie
yeah,
was
no,
set
it
in
was that.
2002, so that does make
which
sense.
is weird. Which is a weird choice. Like I don't
know,
see
right?
any
Really
reason
weird.
for it to be 2002. It could
I
have been
agree.
today,
Yeah.
It's a weird
unless they
choice.
just want to do the nostalgia
Unless-
with the Tamagotchi and like
Yeah,
the
it's
boy
probably
band
because they're
vibe.
targeting an audience our age, maybe.
Yeah, our age probably.
Because-
Or like our
apparently-
generation.
The director said what's the name of the director? Let me just check it. Domi Shi. She said that this is a very personal story to her, and I mean she's from Canada. She's from Toronto, so maybe this is like something literally based on her real
That
life.
happened
I
on
mean,
her.
obviously she doesn't turn into a panda, but like about her
Are you sure
growing
about
up and
that?
everything, her relationship with the mother. So maybe she, so maybe it's like just her time frame in school is 2002. So maybe she just
Yeah, this is like an
Yeah,
actual chapter
probably.
of her life, and specifically it's 2002.
Just
Yeah.
with Red Panda added to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the third act definitely wild.
Yeah.
Well, what else? What else is there to talk about?
Uh,
Mm,
I mean, I sort of agree with you. Like you guys mentioned, like the story is not the most engaging. I think the story is fine. Like I'm not looking forward to rewatching it right away.
No.
yeah.
Like I want to talk about the other Pixar films. It's like I have the same feeling with Luca.
Mhm.
I didn't have the rush to watch it right away.
Mm.
Soul I am intrigued to watch it right away because I think Soul have very interesting story.
Yeah,
Onward I didn't have the same feeling
I agree.
right away as well. So like those last few Pixar films in 2020 has been very, I want to say experimental because they're all very different. It feels like the early Pixar, like the Toy Story era until I want to say Toy Story 3 maybe. They very feel like critical darling kind of thing. Like they all tugs in your heartstring and everything. And like
Yeah,
very much targeted to be like this is Pixar. It have sort of like an identity to it, and like the post 2010s, they have like a lot of the sequel stuff that they want to do, and like the Finding Dory and Monsters University and Toy Story 4. It's sort of like one for you, one for me kind of thing. Like okay, we're gonna make a good one, Inside Out, and then we're gonna give you Incredibles 2 just for us a sequel, which is still good, but like and now this is like sort of an experimental phase in a bit if you think about it
yeah,
because like
just
Soul and Luca and this is like all very
very
different.
different.
It
Yeah.
doesn't feel like a Pixar film.
Mhm. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Uh,
Yeah.
when yeah, maybe because they're trying out different, target audience. Because I feel like Soul is not really for, targeted for the kids. It's like for young
Yeah.
adults, right? Like
It
for
felt a bit
Soul
more
at
Yeah.
least.
mature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Luca is,
Yeah.
for the younger audience kind of thing. I
Yeah.
think I think they are testing out the target audience here. That's why
Mm.
it feels experimental, and
Mhm.
maybe that's why we like Soul a lot more as well. Because we can,
We're maturing in age.
we are in the target audience of that of that movie.
Fair. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
uh, any other specific scene we want to talk about in Turning Red?
Every time animated film that have to do with Asian culture, the food looks good all the time, man. But
Oh
yeah.
Dude,
yeah,
Dude,
I
when
got
that scene when the dad was
when
cooking in the
animated
wok. Oh.
yeah, when animated Teguh was cooking, I swear to God, they were just flexing their capability and their budget
yeah.
for their animation.
Dude, it's like me and Teguh, we just ate. And we watched that, and I'm like, man, I want to eat
Hungry again.
again now.
Like damn, that
I know,
arga
right?
looks pretty good.
So they're just flexing their capability. It didn't have to look that good, but it did.
It didn't have to be that good.
It
Yeah.
didn't have to be that good, but they
Like they didn't
had to.
have to make like the spring onions like glisten and shiny
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
it slides so smoothly into the wok, but now they just did.
I'm
They
so
just
glad
have
that
to.
it comes out. I'm so glad the movie came out right now because soon it will be Puasa. That will be evil to put that scene in. That is cruel. That makes me hungry. That is cruel. If I was watching.
Yeah.
That
Damn.
They just
Yeah.
want to flex on that one.
they were flexing. They were flexing
Also,
their ability for that.
I said this to
Yeah.
Kelvin, but like when we were watching, and in the final scene when what's the ancestor's name, like Shun something,
Mm-hmm.
like
Shen Yu, I think.
yeah, like she appeared, and then May was like, "Is it okay? Will I regret this?" I was really wishing that like that like the ancestor just say 我不懂我不会说英文 which is like the translate is like I don't understand, I don't speak English. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
was
That
I was
is
really
too
hoping he'd just
immersive.
say that.
That would have been great.
That would have been very
No,
immersive.
here, that's
你
the
说什么啊？
one
我不懂啊。
that's the one what's the name critic I have for this movie, no one speaks Chinese in it. Even the grandma and the
That was a
aunties.
bit. That was a bit.
There was
No,
a bit, but you know.
Oh, I
but
have a
it's so
bigger critic
little,
than
which
that,
I
Kelvin.
find weird because even like what's her name?
That's the-
Abby? Like she spoke in Korean several times in the movie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
like the family, I mean, okay, maybe they didn't want to like make it too niche because if they added like some Chinese, but like I mean, I could tell like they were kind of on the fence about it because like Ming, the mom, when she was watching like the Fort Town, she said something so Chinese. Like she's like she didn't say like hi ya, but she said like hey hi
Yo.
what? No, it's like "Yeah, what is this?" Like it's like it had like the hi ya kind of like vibes to it.
Yeah, but
It's
it's
like
not
just
there yet.
That's actually what I
yeah.
wanted to say. Not they
What
went
is
through
this?
that whole movie without saying a single hiya. It's
Yeah.
kind of impressive.
Yeah, but
I've
you
been
know, at one
watching
point she
to
said
watch
something
Uncle
almost
Roger.
Haya, right? Was it like I don't
I
know,
don't know.
like
I'm not sure what she said, but I remember like the way she reacted is like a typical Asian mom reacting to like these kind of things. Just like,
yeah,
what is
yeah,
this?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like
Mhm.
it
Like,
sounded
what
like a
is
typical
this?
Asian
It's so
mom.
weird. It's like,
Yeah,
why are they dressed up like that? Or especially
man.
the comment where she said
I
like,
like.
why are they called Fort Town when there's 5 of
And
them?
their gyrations. Like
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah.
gyration.
Gyration.
gyrations.
Oh.
Gyration.
I appreciate the dynamic with the mom. It's very realistic. I love the dynamic with the dad though. I think that's like really sweet and like quiet kind
Yeah.
of thing. But yeah, I get the mom thing. Although I'm not something about the ending and how like
Yeah.
something how
How?
they recap Mei with the moms and with the grandma relationship doesn't feel fully satisfying to me.
Yeah,
Like
no, it
it's
felt a bit.
missing something, but I don't know what it's missing.
I feel like they just kind of like try to throw a lasso to it and just like end it real quick.
Lasso.
I don't know why I said lasso. But yeah,
You
you
know,
know.
I think what I've noticed in the final part where they were in that dimension. I'm not sure how you
Hmm.
say it.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like I don't know, like the mom hasn't 100% like fully accepted Mimi's choice. She was still like trying to convince her in the end, like, are you sure you want to do
Yeah,
this? Instead of
because
like
I don't know. I feel like
letting it go.
I think what's missing, Albert, is a bigger conflict. I don't think the conflict was big enough
Hmm.
to kind of cause the change of mind that kind of happened, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
because it's literally like something that we face every. I mean, all of us have had that situation of like
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
like
yeah,
our
did
same.
my
parents
parents
expect us
change their
one
mind?
thing.
Hell no. You know? Like,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
anything,
that's
if I
true.
did something like that, they'd get even more mad. So like,
Yeah.
you know, it's like, yeah.
Yeah. Let's go
It's
to
a, it's
the
a, it's
chat
a, it's a
here.
very it's also very much of like a culture clash of like the the Western Asians and the Eastern Asians kind of mindset.
Mm.
It's
That's
Yeah,
true.
very the
yeah.
mother is still very much traditional Eastern Asian kind of thing, and the kid is like very Westernized. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
like the Crazy Rich Asian and the Farewell, how they explore that as well, which I
Oh
appreciate.
yeah. Let's go to the chat here for a little bit. I feel like Fred movies
I think
if
Fred's the
you
only one who
wanna
has
watch.
watched it, yeah.
Yeah. Fred says, I love the third act. Yeah. And then my thoughts on the coming of age stuff. This is a coming of age film. Everyone goes through this change. I think different people of different cultures are going to go through it differently. But at the end of the day, the core messiness and change is something everyone can relate to. Yeah.
Well said.
It's the idea,
Agreeable.
it's the principle. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, because
it's
the
not about
principle
the
at the end of the day is right, like finding
Everyone will
yourself despite all of that, like what your preteen, like
messiness.
before
I
your
guess.
yeah.
teens, all of that is like being raised by your parents, being tempered by your parents, and then now you're at an age where you want to find out what you want to do and like who it is
Mm-hmm.
you are. I think that regardless of how you were raised,
Yeah,
every
it's
human
not
is going
about
to
the
go through it.
message. It's
Yeah,
about understanding the
that's
message.
that's that's why coming of age is a very interesting like genre because like everyone goes through things differently. So not every coming of age film is gonna be different to every people. Some people can
Mm.
Yeah.
really love this one coming of age film. Other people like I don't connect to it at all. But like it's the semi says it's there, and like from decades to decades too is gonna be very different. Like an '80s coming of age film, which is why I think Breakfast Club, some stuff, and like 16 Candles, some stuff doesn't hold up, even though people held up to high standards because like I just don't think it holds up anymore. But like yeah,
Mm,
it's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
generational.
Yeah.
yeah. So
And that's
yeah.
the thing about coming of age stuff. It's generational. It's people like growing up in that like
Yeah.
timeline. I
And
definitely
like
did
how
not
the
relate to the
family
little
is.
women who grew up after the Civil War. I did live during the
You
Civil
know?
War.
I agree. I agree. That's why you
Yeah.
should watch 2018 of the women and the
Oh
modern
yeah, that's
world.
true. Yeah.
Like which is why as well, like whenever there's a coming of age film that have siblings involved, I relate to it way more than like something of which doesn't have siblings involved. And sometimes I even see like the main character is the main girl. Say I connect to the brother more instead of the girl. I was like, even though it's like the side character, but like yeah, that's like relatable. So yeah.
Yeah.
And I never
Um,
relate to those, so.
You
That's your
just gotta
problem,
find the
Teguh.
one. You gotta find the one to go. It's
Actually,
out. It's out
I
there.
don't think there
Yeah.
there aren't many like coming of age
No.
or like just like these kinds of movies in general where it's an only child, right?
Wait, is
There
it
is.
17?
I feel like there are.
Edge
Yeah,
of
I-
17.
I don't
Isn't she an only
watch
child?
much.
No, see, Edge of 17 is one that it's funny because like Haley is the main character, and I see myself more in the brother character a bit more.
Oh, wait,
Even though I see some parts of myself in Nadine's character as well, but like it's like a bit of mix. But that's a sibling thing. But
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm watching enough coming of age to know.
Well, to be honest, Teguh, this is an open market for
great.
you. Now you can make your own movie about coming of age that's growing up by yourself.
It's gonna be boring
Or
as shit.
Yeah, that's their
find
problem.
a Butler movie with
A Butler movie.
find a Butler movie, a coming of age Butler movie.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
a
no.
rom-com Gerald Butler movie or something.
a lot of coming.
Yeah.
I don't want Teguh to be depicted by Gerald Butler. It makes no sense.
Man, Turning Red spoiler review, and we are not even talking about Turning Red anymore.
Hey, we're talking about the message, the concept behind
Ferris
coming
Bueller's
of
Day Off
age.
is a lone child.
All right, you know what? I don't know.
There you go.
And-
But yeah.
Yeah, there is not that.
Uh,
Like 8th grade, she's the only child.
Anything else we want to talk about Turning Red?
Oh,
Were
I
we
like-
learning
man,
the
I just-
quadratic equation at grade 8?
No.
or like the basic of it.
asking the real
Canadians,
question here.
Canadians,
I
man.
think so, yeah. Maybe.
Were we?
Or maybe standards back then were really high. Teguh. That was 2002. I was like sucking my thumb at
Yeah.
that time. What do I know? I don't even know what quadratic equation is now. Shit. But
Yeah.
wait, I want to add animated Teguh got like some new dancing moves in the end of the not in the end.
I mean,
after
Teguh,
credits.
we know Teguh can dance. I know from our anime festival.
No, no, that's the point. No, he can't dance. That's him in his final arc. Teguh 20 years later will be like that.
20
dancing
years
in the
later, I start
basement.
learning how to dance. Yeah.
Yeah, you start learning how
Yeah.
to dance in the basement to your daughter's like whatever song she listens to at the time.
Oh, sure. Fred always bring up. Like, I wish this was in the theaters. Do you think that your experience will be different if you watch this in the theaters rather than? You know? I
I'm not
don't
so
think
sure,
it
actually.
will change for me. Yeah.
Nah.
To be honest, I
Nah.
kind of like it like released now. I don't know why, because the movie's not extravagant enough to be worth buying, in my opinion.
There are definitely some. I wish they gave us the options at least because there's some visuals
Mhm.
that I think will be cool. There's like a shot in the middle of the film where she's like running in the rooftop, and like I think she's like in red panda form, and
Oh,
there's
and
like
she
the
starts
sun
double
behind
jumping?
behind her. Yeah, like double
Oh,
jumping
that
and the sun behind her with the clouds, and it just looks really cool. Like there's some shots that I think looks great, but yeah, I think that as a Disney Plus film also works. But yeah, I wish they gave us the
Yeah.
option at least.
Yeah. Yeah, at least giving an option would be nice. Though, yeah, like Ariq said, I would still probably watch it in Disney Plus.
I'll say-
Yeah,
I'll
fair
say-
enough.
I'll say though,
I
this
think I would prefer it in Disney Plus.
fair. I'll
What
say
is
though,
it,
this
bro?
director Domi Shi, she's
Mhm.
done some. I mean, you guys remember the Incredibles? Y'all watch it in the theater, Incredibles 2, right?
Yeah.
No.
The
Did I?
there is a
I don't remember.
there is if you did watch in the theaters, there is a short called Bow.
I
Eh?
saw
About-
the
Oh, yeah,
short,
no, I
but
know that
didn't
short.
see
Yeah,
it.
where the
okay.
mother
But I
eats the
did
bow,
watch
which
it,
is the kid.
Yeah.
And then that's the same director as this one. So she has some
Ooh.
very interesting takes of like parental relationship and like growing up and
Huh.
everything with Bow and Turning Red. So I'm curious to see what else she has
Interesting,
next.
yeah.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, interesting.
Are you saying me? Are you telling me that all of this can be connected by turning red in whatever movie he's gonna make?
It's all its own
Maybe.
universe.
Yeah,
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 it's all
he's
its own
just going
universe.
to make more like Pixar movies that the kid turns into another animal, and then there's going to be like an ensemble type. They all
Oh
meet.
my god, we're gonna have the bow man and then the turning red.
The bow
And then we're
man.
gonna have men.
Oh man.
Half
Bow
bow,
man.
half men. All amazing.
All amazing. Put that in the secret
That's a
quotes.
that's a ta- that's a ta- that's a tagline. That's
That's
a
going in the
tagline.
There you
secret
go.
code. That's
Turning
going
Put it in the
bow.
secret quotes. Half bow, half man. All amazing.
Coming to theaters near you, 2023.
Oh,
All right. Anyway, I think we should probably wrap up the thoughts. What's your score for this?
What's my score? I think
I give it a 10 because it's in my bracket.
oh right, it is in your bracket. I forgot about that. I forgot it's in
No,
your
yeah. If
bracket.
you give
Yeah.
it a 10, if you give it a 10 on the letterbox, it will sway the total count. So you know.
Oh,
It's
oh,
got
oh,
a-
letterbox, no! Put it a 5
That's
on
true. That's
letterbox.
true. What did I put in
Oh,
other
no.
box? Let me check actually.
Honestly, it's more of a
I gave it a 4.
7.8.
I gave it a 4 out of 5,
You know what? Same. Yeah, similar.
which
I
which
gave
is
it a
like
4 out
closer
of
to
5.
8. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Mine
but
would probably be
in
a
a out of
7 out of
10, I
10.
would give it a 7.5.
Okay.
I'd give it a
give it a
7-ish. Yeah.
I'd give it a 7-ish. Almost
Yeah.
not
I'm
0.5,
like
but
I'll stick with 7.
more.
I'll stick with 7.
I'm in between 7.5 and 8. I think the good outweighs the bad, and it's a
Yeah,
lot of fun.
yeah,
Mhm.
man. Honestly, for me, yeah, like the only, yeah, man. I guess it is
I
an
enjoy this
important
more than
part of the
Luca.
story.
Oh yeah.
It is
What
more
did I
Yeah,
give
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Luca?
I do.
Yeah,
Because if I gave Luca
I
7.5, then that's unfair. But
out of since 2020, my order of ranking is Soul, Onward, this, and then Luca.
I mean, like, yeah, like this.
mm,
Despite me not liking the plot that much, it's like I just really like the characters. That's
yeah,
pretty
because
much why
interaction is
it's up there.
fun.
Yeah, especially man, I just really like I really like Ming. I really like the mom.
If I got more if I got more screen time of Jin, I would have liked. I think I would have really enjoyed Jin.
Who
You're
voiced
just
the
watching yourself animate them.
Korean
Yeah,
voice?
Teguh.
He's the most relatable.
Just you animated.
I love that. I love that they have James Hong, the famous Hong Kong actor in this film. He plays Mr. Gao, which is the leader, the guy who with
The
the
shaman,
who
right?
ritual, yeah,
Yeah.
shaman. They got James Hong. That's so cool.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, very much that I guess for turning red. So I guess we should end it right here, yeah. So yeah, let's plug away. Alright, Teguh, why don't you go ahead?
You can find me on Instagram at tg23399 and on Twitter at tegidu.
Nice. Ariq?
Oh, wait, I forgot where. Oh, you can find me on Instagram at Ariq Andria. You can find me on Letterbox at Ricky Do, which I gave a 5 out of 5 for turning red
God
because
damn
I'm
it.
cheating. Because I'm cheating.
Rigging the
God
system.
damn it.
I'm rigging. Go on.
I feel like that score from 7.5 or 8 might drop, in the future for me. Or maybe to rig the system just before the end of of the year.
Just drop it to like a 1.
Just drop it to like half a star for one day and then turn it back to the original score. Yeah.
Oh, that's not fair, Kelvin.
Yeah, you guys can
Go
find me
on.
on Instagram at KY27, Disco Monkey and Letterbox, and YouTube. Yeah, put that in the background. Oh yeah, is this kind of unrelated, Bert? I'm sorry, but what's the name?
Okay.
Me and Arik appear in some dude live stream.
Oh, yeah, no, you
How?
can check him out at I don't
You
remember
play
his.
you play your
Yeah.
what game?
We
It's a
play
very
Monster Hunter
long
Rise
story.
together. Yeah, it's a long story. Yeah, but
We'll explain
all,
that after the stream. Why not?
all I know all I know what happens is that we play with a random streamer, an Indonesian streamer. It was a pretty random stuff, but yeah. But yeah, go ahead, Bert.
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at Wiradharma. I did post a straight out of the theater, but not theater, more like my couch, because Turning Red's on TV instead of a theater review for Turning Red. So if you want to,
Straight out of my couch.
it's kind of a different take from what I'm saying here, because it was literally right after I turned off the TV, I talked about it. So go check it out there, dude. I did a straight out of a theater review for the Batman. It got over 2,000 views, and I'm like, whoa, that blew up out
Damn.
of nowhere. But yeah,
It's
that's
the
like
Batman.
TikTok.
It's the Batman
TikTok
effect,
algorithm's
man.
weird. Yeah.
Yeah. The Batman
But yeah,
effect.
check me out on TikTok. If you want to see straight out of the theater or straight out of the couch, straight out of the couch for Adam Project later today, I guess. Teased right there. And check me out on Jaw Movies on YouTube and Letterboxd. Letterboxd, see all my daily reviews and everything in my list. And Jaw Movies, find a video version of the Councilmen show for all things Councilmen on the live stream now. I guess we're doing 10:30 Eastern every day. Or we
Every week.
might push back to 9:30. We'll discuss it. We'll let you know.
I don't mind
Yeah,
going
in the live
8:30.
stream.
Yeah.
We'll let you know. And yeah, check us out in the Councilman Show Twitter and Instagram. I'll let you know in the Twitter feed what time we're going live next week. So yeah, pretty much it.
Yeah.
And find the
Again.
Councilman podcast wherever you listen to the podcast, Apple, Spotify, wherever. Audio, check it out. Leave us a review. And yeah.
Oh, again, we do
helps us.
apologize, yeah, for the laters because we don't know there was.
Yep.
Yeah, we didn't know there was daylight saving this week, so yeah.
We didn't know there was daylight savings.
Apologies for that. Yeah.
Apologies for
Blame-
you, American
Blame
viewers.
the time system. I don't know who decided it.
So sorry for you, American.
Benjamin
viewers.
You're the-
Franklin, shame on you. I don't think it was him.
Shame
You're-
on you, Benjamin Franklin. Cancel
You're the
don't
only,
know.
Benjamin
I
you're,
don't
Franklin.
know.
you're the US is the only country with daylight saving, man. I think.
Benjamin Franklin, if it was not you, I apologize. Please don't hunt me. I'm scared now.
And with that, the councilman has spoken. And we'll see you in the next episode. Don't turn